Please start fucking with me. Hey, butterflies, how you doing? Good to see you. You the first one in. I hope you are doing well. Good, I'm glad. Good morning, Katriana. How you doing? Hold on one second. Okay. Okay. Good. I'm glad that you are, Katriana. Did I? Look, Spirit was messing with you, butterflies, in that reading. Now they say, let me throw this card out for butterflies. I told you. Yeah, Kevin is a mess. Kevin is a mess. I be looking forward to him being in here. Look, he gonna hear this. He gonna hear this. He gonna love it. I be looking forward to him being here because he is like the comic relief in here. Like the thing about the police station told us, let me know when so I can be there. He is so funny. Yeah. Hi, everybody. Come in and say hi. Yeah, he is. Oh, man. Like I said, all of y'all, I feel like all of y'all on here are some characters, but I love it, though. I love the collective. Everybody brings their own piece of their personality to the live stream, and I like it. Okay. All right, we're gonna go ahead and get started. I'm trying to wait. Let me wait a few more minutes. I'm gonna wait a few more minutes because a lot of people be trying to get in here, and it takes them a few minutes. So I'm gonna wait a few more minutes and then I'll start. Like I said, I hope everybody is doing well. I hope your week is going well. I know I just saw you yesterday, but we about to switch up the lineup. That's right. Might as well make it interesting. You're right. We're about to switch things up. I'm going back to doing the one-off readings. I'm gonna go back to not every time I go live, but I'm gonna start doing. Everybody's gonna get their own reading, but I gotta figure out on here how to cut them up into separate readings. But if not, if I can't cut them up, then they'll just all go up as one, but it'll just be half. Okay, I'm wait one more minute and then we're about to start. Okay, while we waiting, let me say this. And whoever does the comments, I mean not the comments, but yeah, whoever does the timestamps, please make sure you make this a separate timestamp here. Hold on. Okay, it has been a while since I've had to do this, but I feel like there's been you know, an addition of a lot of different people that have come in since I did this last, because I think the last time I had to do this was back in October of last year. So I think it's time for me to do this again, okay? If this is not you, this is not your message, but this is for whoever comes in here and comes to this channel, okay? Let me say this. The person you see reading these cards, this is not an act, okay? You know how you hear some tarot card readers say, oh, you know, I'm not really like that. I just act like that on camera. This is me, 100%. You can ask anybody that know me, that has known me for many years, and they will tell you it's real, okay? Some of y'all, it ain't everybody, are getting out of pocket in here again, and I'm gonna have to call you out. And since we on the live, I'm gonna call you out live, okay? Not saying no names, because the person that is responsible for this has already been deleted from my channel, okay? But I'm gonna tell y'all this. Anybody that's coming in here new, because the old people already know this, okay? I sit here for between 3 to 5 hours. 3 times. This is gonna be the 4th time in a week that I do this, okay? And I am not putting timestamps. There is a banner that ticks under the bottom of this screen, and it's on there for a reason, okay? It does that work for me. I'm not doing any timestamps, okay? So those of you that are looking for timestamps, if you want the timestamps, you're gonna have to either wait until somebody graciously puts them up, or either you're gonna have to take your finger and push the button until the dot until it gets to where it needs to go, okay? If you cannot do that, I'm gonna tell you like this. You're gonna have to get the fuck off my channel, okay? Nobody is gonna come on this channel and talk to me crazy and think that it's gonna fly, okay? I'm just letting y'all know. Either you can take it or you can't take it, all right? Don't be talking to me crazy, telling me what to do up in here. This is my shit. And if you don't like the way it goes down, there are millions, I'm sure, or hundreds of thousands of other tarot card channels on YouTube that you can go to, okay? This is what some of y'all new people don't understand. It's a privilege for you to be here. It's not a right, okay? And just like I don't disrespect you, you're not gonna come up in my shit and disrespect me, okay? So any of y'all that want to try to tell me what to do, you might as well keep it pushing, because as soon as I see your comment, you done. You don't even get a second. You used to get a second chance. You don't even get that anymore. So this is not to those of you who've been here, who know the status quo. Y'all don't talk to me like that. Y'all don't do me like that. These are for y'all new people, or y'all ones that one off every now and then you want to come and check out the channel. Don't come up in here with your attitude, because you're going to get your feelings hurt. That's all I'm trying to tell you, okay? God, I'm going to tell you one more time. This is not an act. This is real, okay? And so you want respect, okay? Because like I said, if you in this collective, you've been disrespected by a lot of people, right? And so if you want respect up in here, you're going to have to give it just like I give it, okay? So this is for those of you that want to come on here and try to tell me what to do. I don't come to your house, knock on your door, and tell you where to put your furniture. So you're not going to come up in my house and tell me how to run this channel. This is my stuff, all right? Okay, that's it. End of the disclaimer, all right? That is not for those of you that understand. It's not for y'all, okay? It's just a shame in this day and age. Let me tell you this. I would never come on some people's channel. The stuff I see out here on YouTube, I would never come on somebody's channel and say some of that stuff that some people say to some of them people out here. And I just don't understand that. I just don't understand that. What you think you're going to accomplish? You think you're going to bully me? Not here. Not here. This is the wrong channel if that's what you want. That's all I'm trying to tell you. Okay. Here we go. That's right, Remax. Hey, James, how you doing? I love you too. Good morning. Hey, Danielle. It's okay. Look, they already been gotten. Okay, they're gonna come in my comments talk about, so I need to put timestamps. I was like, boo, you don't know who you talking to. You don't know. You don't look. I gotta take my clothes off now because I done got hot. And I don't like to do that. Cause I'm like, we all adults up in here. So why I gotta get like that? Why you want to act like you retarded and you don't understand what the hell going on? I just don't get it. Okay, let's go. Whew, I swear. All right, here we go. Let me count it down. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Welcome back to Leigh's Intuitive Tarot. My name is Leigh, and today what we're gonna do is I'm gonna see if I can cut these things up. I'm saying it again for those of you that just came in here. This is gonna be the June 2026 monthly reading, and I'm just doing 6 signs today, and then I'm gonna do the other 6 tomorrow. Okay. I don't know. This software is new for me, so I have to figure out how to cut it up into separate videos. If I can cut it up in separate videos, I will do that. But if I can't do it, it's just gonna all come out as one thing. Okay? All right. You said hit the spray. You so funny, Danielle. I swear to God. I swear to God. I love this collective. I love all of y'all. And I just hate that it got to be them one-off people that come in here and want to act a fool. But I say, okay, if you want me to show you who you're fucking with, I'll do that. I don't have a problem with it. Okay. All right, here we go. Hey, good morning, Naughty Ma. That's right, no crazy. You want to come in here and be crazy? You can't be crazy in here. Okay, we going to kick you out. Look, you can be weird all you want because we weird up in here. But you can't be crazy, and you can't be coming in here being disrespectful to me or anybody else in here, especially if you being disrespectful to some of my day ones. You're going to have to get out. We're not doing that, okay? All right, here we go. This is for Aries spirit. It's for Aries. What does Aries need to know for June 2026, okay? Ooh, all these cards are flipping. Okay, here we go. This is an oracle card for you, Aries. All right, we have nursery room showing up here. It says innocence, curiosity. View challenges through the innocent eyes of childhood to break through current limits. All right? Hold on one second, because I'm trying to keep it from getting out of hand. All right, so okay, so do you see, let me read this again. View challenges through the innocent eyes of childhood to break through current limits. Okay, Aries, what spirit is telling you? What I always tell you, you got to go back to the beginning, right? To look at what happened to you in the past, right? So you can fix what is going on right now. Because some of y'all, that's where it came from, okay? Some of y'all are trying to do it from here, from where you are now, and some of you are trying to fix the outside. And it's not the outside, it's the things that have happened to you, right? It's the things that have happened to you in the past. Some of these things y'all don't even realize how they're tied together, and you'll start to realize that as you go back to the past, okay? All right, let me clarify. Let's see why this is showing up. Hold on. Whew. Okay. All right, Aries, let's talk. So you got, I know they are Guadalupe. They are very disrespectful. So we got shallow showing up here. It says hollow, empty, boredom. I want to see why this is coming up, okay? Your divine masculine is coming because it's, or divine feminine. Make it fit, guys, okay? They are coming, but we've got the sorrow card here that's talking about loss, grief, and depression, okay? This could be talking about that old person, right? That is, look, because I hear it. I want that old thing back. And, they trying to show up as your divine counterpart, but they've been replaced, okay? I hear the you gets no love, right? So I feel like this shallow energy is probably talking about them. Let me clarify though. Shallow, please. Yeah, I do feel like it, it could be y'all too. It could be some of y'all too, Aries. And the reason why I say that It's because it's being clarified by soulmate bond. You could be feeling like this bored because you're waiting on your person to come, right? And so it's like you just got to hang on, okay? And you just have to use this time as wisely as you possibly can, is what I feel like Spirit is trying to tell you with these two cards, okay? Because the person is on the way. They showing up. They're the second card in the deck here, right? But you just gotta, you know, not allow, if this is you showing up with loss, grief, and depression, but I feel like it is the old person showing up like this. But if this is yours, this is talking about, you know, you feeling down because you're looking for this person to show up or whatever. But just hang on, Aries. They're coming, okay? I hear, hold on, I'm coming. There you go, Kevin. You heard me. You heard me, Kevin. We talked about you in the beginning. I hope you went back to the very beginning, because me and Butterflies was talking about how funny you are. Okay, so like I said, those of you that are in here and that come in here on a regular basis, let me restate how much I appreciate y'all. I have such a good time in here with y'all, but it just pisses me off that it always got to be one person, right? That got to come in with a funky attitude or whatever and think ain't nobody gonna say nothing to them. I said, not up in here. You gonna get pushed, right? You push, you gonna get pushed back. I just want to let you know that. Okay, so let me see what else Spirit wants to say. Okay, see, look. You got secret admirer showing up here too. So Spirit is giving you double confirmation that there's no, you know, you may be feeling like this right now, but it's temporary, because this person is coming. They're not coming. I feel like they want to be with you just as badly as you want to be with them. But Spirit is just telling you to, you know, stay the course, okay? All right. Okay, you did go back and listen to what you said. You so funny. Okay, so let me see what else comes up. It's funny. Okay, we also have sober life showing up here. So it says, with no distractions or substances to blur the view, what's real is finally visible. From here, better choices are possible. Okay, let me explain this. So I feel like what is going on for some of y'all, the reason why it's taking so long for some of you, for your person to come through, is because they dealing with some shit, right? They're dealing with some stuff. They're trying to get themselves. I told you, this person is trying to step up and be the best person they can be. So that includes getting rid of, cutting out the addictions, anything that's standing in the way of them being the best person they can be, Aries. And I think that's a beautiful fucking thing. This is how you know this person really loves you, okay? Because everybody ain't gonna do no shit like that, all right? If you're inspiring somebody to do shit like this, Aries, it's real love, sweetheart. Okay, I hear Mary J. Blige, real love. I'm searching for a real love. That's what they telling you. Okay. So then we have exhaustion showing up here. We have withdrawn, and we also have conflict. Okay, that's to clarify the nursery room card. Like I said, some of y'all are gonna have to go back and look at the things that you've experienced in the past, in order to, you know, that's why they're saying look at it through the eyes of innocence, okay? So you'll know, okay, oh, that's what happened in the past. That's why this is occurring now in the present, because if you can fix it in the past, a lot of times it will just completely, you know, shut it down for you now in the present, okay? All right, let's clarify. We're gonna start off with exhaustion, okay? It says, you said you'll find whoever, you said don't mess with me. Thank you, Kevin. So we got exhaustion here. It says depletion, drained, long journey. So this is understandable, Aries. Okay, you know, look, you know you ain't got no fucking patience, Aries. Let's be real. I'm a Scorpio, I ain't got no patience. We both ruled by Mars. So that means your ass ain't got no damn patience neither. So that is normal for you to feel like this, okay? Because this has been a long journey. Like I said, for some of y'all, it's been years in the making, right? Yeah, and see, you've been dealing with a lot of false connections on the way to this new person as well, okay? And that's like exacerbating the situation, making it worse. Yeah, see, some of y'all might be at your boiling point, right? So it says pressure has been building for too long. This situation is one spark away from full-blown combustion, or this could be the old Dusty and Crusty feeling like this. They're about to pop their cork, right? Baby pun intended, because you know some of y'all, your person is, what is the word, pleasuring themselves when they watch you. Look. Now I need a shower. So, like I said, this could be you. This could be that other person as well, the old person. Let me get some of these other cards because I want to see what else Spirit wants to say about this. Yeah. See, okay, so we got a shock coming, right? You said you're going to track them down, Danielle. You said you're on the East Coast. Okay, so you got shock showing up here. It says sudden change, shocking news, surprise, and epiphany, transformation. Okay, I feel like this person is gonna come out of nowhere for you. All right, you exhausted. You like, how much longer? I don't know if I can do this anymore. Whatever. And then bam, the person is gonna come in out of nowhere. Okay. Then we have the withdrawn card showing up here. It says single, lonely, solitary, but it shouldn't be like this, Aries. That's not what Spirit is wanting when they talk about like you with the single life. You're supposed to be out enjoying yourself, okay? But like I said, again, this could be talking about the old person. That could be why this is showing up. Yeah, it is the old person. So they're withdrawn, feeling single, lonely, solitary, because I feel like when you walked away from this person, Aries, you fucked up their shit. They didn't expect that. They didn't expect to have feelings for you. They thought that they were going to be able to ball you up and throw you in the trash like a piece of paper. And because they couldn't do that and they caught feelings for you, they actually did. Now, this is part of their karma, right? They can't walk away from you. They're wanting to, okay? But I feel like they have actually tried, but it's just not working out, okay? Yeah, see, they coming back, trying to hold you back, and of course coming back with a hidden agenda because they don't want you to know what the hell really going on. Like I said, I don't know if this person even gonna tell you about, the fact that they've been suffering. Because I told you some of y'all, this person been crying and shit. I'm not trying to laugh at nobody, but I just feel like in this case, people are getting their karma. They fucking with divine beings, being the people in this collective, and they're getting, what they deserve. Okay, it's not a thing where, this is somebody that's being affected in a way, and they didn't do nothing to deserve it. Okay, so I can't even feel bad for them. Okay, like I said, just because I've forgiven the dusty and crusty, it don't mean I feel bad for them. Whatever happens is what happens, because you set it in motion. So now you got to reap what you've sown, right? You made your bed, you got to lie in it. That's what I feel like Spirit is saying. So the runner, so they talking about the runner. So it says fear of intimacy, running away, intensity and letting go, turmoil and fleeting. So it's now the tables have turned, right? Whereas they were running and you were chasing, now it's the reverse, and now they're chasing. Your ass is running, Aries. You running for this motherfucker. I don't know why that's making me laugh like that. I don't know. Okay, like I said, because I'm not trying to laugh at nobody pain, but I can't, at the same time, I can't feel bad for them neither. Okay, because they did it to themselves. Okay. Okay, so the last card we have showing up here, it says conflict. So it says clashing, differences, incompatibility. That's what it's always been between you and this person. It just, you were supposed to learn specific things and it was never supposed to work out the way that you wanted it to. Is this card, Spirit? Okay, yeah, because see, look, they coming back wanting to chase clout, right? Like I told y'all, these people are just trying to pull the wool over your eyes and make you think it's something other than what it is, because they think, because they were able to manipulate you successfully in the past, that they're going to be able to come back and do it now. But I hear it again. You get no love. Look, there's the addiction card. Chasing clout. Okay, this person has turned to addictions to numb themselves out in order to stop. Hey, Marva, in order to stop, keep themselves from coming forward. This is how they stop. Because remember, when you were in this situation with this person back in the past, it was hard for you to keep your feelings away from this person. You wanted to, it was like choking you out, right? And you wanted to tell them so badly how you felt. This person numbs themselves in some shape, form, or fashion in order to keep that from happening. But I feel like, they're at their breaking point now, okay? So we got loving yourself. Spirit is telling you, loving yourself is the ultimate romance. Invest in you, grow, glow, and get to know how great you really are. So if any of you, this is only if, okay? Don't take this if it's not your message. If you're sitting in this energy, right? Feeling single, feeling lonely, feeling solitary, Spirit is saying you're never alone because you got yourself. You have your spiritual team. You have archangels around you. You got the Most High. You have Source around you, okay? And so this is about you establishing that relationship with yourself that we talk about all the time to make sure that you put yourself first, because you're going to have to do this if you want this relationship to be successful, this new person, right? You're going to have to if you want this to be successful. You can't go into this connection with this person being like this old person is being towards you now, clingy and needy and wanting to hang on and drag you down. You can't do that. You can't do that, because just like you need your space, Aries, you know, when the time comes, it's the same thing for your person. They're going to need their space as well. And like I told you, that relationship you have with yourself also dictates how you show up in other relationships with other people. Okay. All right. So we also have mutual growth. This is going to be a connection where I told you, you and this person are going to, what is it? Make each other elevate. I don't want to say it like that, like you're being forced. It's not like that. It's, you're going to want to do it. You know, where that's how you know, I keep saying, that's how you know you're with the right person, because if they're making you, not making you, I don't want to say that, but if they're inspiring you, let me say that, inspiring you to level up, that's how you know you with the right person, right? Because how many of us be like, yeah, I know I need to work on this shit. I know I need to motherfucking do this. I know I need to motherfucking do that. And then 10 days later, you still saying the same shit. Yeah, I know I need to do this. I know I need to do that. Because it sucks. Like I said, I'm not going to sit here and lie to you, right? As somebody that works on themselves on a regular basis, some days I just be like, Spirit, not today. You know what I'm saying? I be like, not today. Don't make me do it today. We all feel like that, right? But that's where loving yourself comes in, because the more you love yourself, the more you put into that relationship. And I'm telling you, when you start to reap dividends from loving on you, baby, you gonna be like, yeah, I want some more of that. I want some more of that. I hear everybody wants some. I want some too. That's what you be saying about yourself. And like I said, that's a beautiful thing, because at the end of the day, you will never go nowhere. You always going to be here. You always going to be able to have a relationship with yourself. It is a beautiful thing, those of you that don't get it. Because I'm telling you, you know, a lot of people come in the chat when we read this live, right? When I read this live and I talk about this, and they talk about how, yeah, that, and then all the things you want, that big house, the car, the money, the clout, all the you beautiful things, the blowing up, the big break, all of those cars that are coming up. Hold on. I tried to stop the people to let them know that I'm reading, and they call it anyway. Okay, so excuse me, y'all. All of those things that you want, the reason why they show up, what aids them to show up, is the love that you put in yourself. Because you loving yourself on a certain level that's what's gonna look. Let me say it like this: loving yourself is gonna attract all the fucking shit you want, all the money you want, all the opportunities you want, the house, the car, the person, all of those things. Okay, like I told you, it sounds so counterintuitive, Aries, but it's the truth. Okay, the more you can enjoy yourself and not be in this type of energy here, because you know where they show that shit in the movies, when the motherfucker be all sad and they be playing the sad and lonely music and all that. Fuck all that. You are Aries. You a fire sign. Get your ass out there and have a good time. That's what Spirit is telling you, right? Because this life is meant to be lived, right? Whether you got somebody by your side or not, and by you showing Spirit, hey, I'm learning what you telling me, I'm picking up what you putting down, you changing your situation, you're changing your life for the better, right? Because like I said, no matter what happens, you know you're going to be okay, okay? All right. Oh, thank you, Michelle. I appreciate it. Okay, so let me see what else, if there's anything else Spirit wants to tell you. Hold on one second, because I pulled these cards out, but I pull them out late. So I'm going to go back. Yeah, let me go back. Okay, so look, you stepping out of this situation, Aries. No more bad sex. Because look, I know, look, this like a killer for Aries, right? Like that. No, right? Because I told you, we ruled by the same damn sign. If Scorpio ain't having it, I know Aries ain't fucking having this, okay? No more faking it, Spirit is saying, okay? You stepping out of this, right? Because you stepping into a relationship where there's going to be mutual effort. Like I said, the passion, the spark, the chemistry is going to be off the charts, all right? So knowing that, put your energy into yourself this month. Go hard, or this next month. Go hard, Aries, like only you can. And be ready, be prepared for this person coming in. Because I told you, this person, look, if you can get somebody to rethink all of their bad habits in order to show up for you, that's a beautiful fucking thing, Aries. A beautiful fucking thing, okay? And that show you, look, you know that when they say, I got the power, that's what I hear with this. You definitely got the power, because this is not somebody that everybody, you know, because this person's a boss. I'm not saying that you're not either. You're a boss as well. When you step into who you truly are, when you put on your fucking cape and you put on your shit, you a boss too. All of y'all are. And so the reason why I'm telling you this is that this is how you know, again, that you found your person, because they willing to do shit that if anybody else says something to them about it or suggested it, that shit, they be like, what? Just like I tell y'all like, I ain't doing that shit. I ain't doing that shit. But with this person, the feelings you have for them, just like the feelings they have for you, is going to make you want to. It's going to be a catalyst to you doing it. Okay? All right. Hey, Melody, how you doing? Okay, so we got needs rescuing here. It says you are waiting for love to save you, but you must stop waiting and start looking. Okay, I keep telling you, the love, look, this is the only love that's going to rescue you. Loving yourself. That is the key. That is the secret sauce. That is the shit, you know, where everybody be searching and they be looking for, well, what's the secret? What is it that everybody know, and they not saying that this is it, okay? The shit everybody been saying, and like I told you, it may sound corny, especially in this day and age, but I keep telling you, it's like knowledge. Once you love yourself, once you have knowledge, okay, because that was the thing with my grandmother. She was big on that, right? She made sure I was educated to the best of my ability, right? Because that was a thing for her. She didn't go all the way through school, so she made sure I had it. And the reason why I'm talking about that is because she knew, just like with this, that once you have knowledge, can't nobody fucking take it away from you. So it's the same thing with this self-love. Once you love yourself, nobody can take it away from you. And like I said, it causes you to stand proud. You stand in your boundaries. You know your worth, right? You know who you are. You know what you bring to the table. And God help anybody that come try to step on your fucking toes. Because I keep telling you, it's going to be times where you're put in situations, Aries, to where everybody is against you, or you're going to feel like it, right? But you loving yourself, you like, I don't give a fuck, because that's how I be. I'm like, I don't give a fuck. I don't care if everybody think I'm wrong. This is what it is. That's why you hear me at the beginning of the thing going off about people coming in here thinking they're going to talk to me any kind of way. No, because you're not going to disrespect me, because I love the fuck out of me. And nobody, if I'm not going to let anybody else step on my toes, I damn sure ain't going to let nobody up in here do it. That's what I'm trying to get you to understand, okay? Because like I said, mutual respect is self-respect, right? Because that's it. When you love yourself, you ain't going to let nobody mess with you. You ain't going to let nobody mess with you, just like somebody in the 3D that you love, right? A family member, a friend, anybody you love. You somebody fuck with them, you like, okay, we not having that. And so it's the same way when it's you and you love yourself, okay? All right, then we got Russian showing up here. It says, you can't hurry love. There you go. You can't hurry love. No, you just have to wait. I'm going to be singing all this stuff. Okay, it says, you can't hurry love. The right one is coming in perfect divine timing, okay? Know that you're worth this weight, Aries, okay? Do the things you need to do so you can show up the best way you can show up. That's what Spirit is trying to tell you. Okay, let's get these messages. Let's get a message from Spirit, then we'll get a message from your person. Okay, we have obstacles showing up here. It says obstacles are now falling away easily. Okay, I love that. I love it. Hey, Kalisha, how you doing? So it says the angels remind you that you are a highly capable person. and there is nothing you can't overcome and achieve when you set your mind to it, okay? It says the obstacles you have faced are lessons which have taught you about your own strength and resilience. Like I tell you, if you don't fucking fall down, if you don't go through shit, you don't know how strong you truly are. Look at all them Marvel movies and all them movies we watch about the superheroes, right? They start out all strong and it's all good, and then some shit happen. They drop all the way down to rock bottom, and then by the end of the movie they back up again, right? And they're even stronger than they were at the beginning of the movie. And it's the same thing with you. You go through the things you go through, so you know what you're capable of dealing with. Because I keep telling y'all, we about to step into some shit. Spotlight, like I said, money, cars, lovers, people loving you because you in the spotlight and they want something from you and all these types of things. And so you need this stuff that Spirit is telling you. You need to have gone through those lessons to be grounded, right? To know who you are, like I said, what you bring to the table, all of these things, so that when you get put in certain situations, you know how you need to maneuver, okay? And that when you get in and put in these situations, like when it's with your lover or subsequent, what do I want to say? Subsequent people that are your interviewees that are coming to try to apply for the job, to want to be with you. You know what you need to be looking for. You know how you want to be loved. You know how you want your person to show up. You know the things that you are the things that you are worthy of, and the type of treatment that you're wanting, right? That's how you understand who you are, by the things that you go through and the love you have for yourself, okay? All right, let's get this message from your person. Let's get a couple of messages. Okay, so we got Wanderlust here. It says, I have so much more that I want to experience until I will be ready to settle down with you. So your person got Wanderlust. They like to go all over the damn place or whatever. Whoever this is, you better get your ass to Aries. You better bring your ass here. That's what the Aries is saying. Aries is like, fuck all that Wanderlust. You come here and then we wander together. That's what you do. Okay, hold on. Then we got, okay, there is only you in my mind and in my heart. So this person ain't looking at nobody else. They are focusing on self. And like I said, showing up to be the best person they can be, no matter, what their sign is. And then, like I said, Spirit is asking that you do the same thing, okay? Because we don't want you to get caught with your pants down, right? And because I told you, when you get in a connection with this person, you ain't gonna have time to be like, oh, well, then now let me go look back at the childhood. You ain't, look, girl or guy, you ain't gonna have time for that, okay? Because you're gonna be with this person and you ain't gonna be thinking about none of that stuff. So that's why all of this stuff needs to be done before the two of you get together, okay? All right. Okay, let's get your oracle card and close it out. Okay, we got codependency showing up here. It says addictions are affecting your romantic life. So for some of you, this addiction card is not only talking about the dusty and crusty. Some of you have an addiction, because codependency is an addiction to people. And this is not to shame anybody, because this is a place of love. This collective is a place of love. That's why I am the way I am about it. And I'm really careful about who the fuck I allow in here and who I don't. Because there ain't gonna be nobody in here making somebody else feel bad because they going through what they going through. Like anybody that come here with that type of attitude, they gone off jump. They off rip. They don't even get a second chance. So this is what I'm saying. This is not a place where nobody's putting anybody down about anything, because we all human. We all go through things. We all have things that we have to learn. We're all here trying to get better. Okay? So don't feel bad about this. Just fix it. Work on it. The codependency a lot of times comes from childhood experiences. So for Spirit is telling you to go back and look at what happened to you in your childhood, because 9 times out of 10, that is why you're in this energy. It wasn't even something you did to yourself. It was just something you experienced, something you learned. It was learned behavior. Okay? All right. Okay, let me get you one more, because I don't want to end it with the codependency card. Okay, we have heart-to-heart conversations. It says, honestly discuss your feelings with each other, okay? And like I'm telling you, if you want to be able to open up to this new person, you got to start. You have to love yourself, because it's that mindset, right, of knowing, okay, you a bad, you tell your person, you bad, but shit, I'm bad too, right? You may be a boss, but I'm a boss too, right? You bring things to the table, but I bring things to the table too. It's that confidence, because it's not about being cocky or arrogant or anything like that. It's about knowing there's nothing wrong. See, a lot of people, especially a lot of religions and things, try to teach, oh, you just need to be humble, you need to be humble. You got to know who the fuck you are too, okay? There's light and dark in everything. There's nothing wrong with having confidence, okay? There's nothing wrong with you showing up like that, because confidence, you're able to accomplish a lot of shit with confidence. A lot of things that you may not be able to accomplish without it, okay? So this is about you building up your confidence, loving on yourself. Because like I say, you got to love yourself first, so you can step into this connection the way you want to, okay? And experience what it is you want, all right? Okay, Aries, that was your message. Don't forget to like the video, hype the video, like, share, and subscribe. If you'd like to book a personal reading, there is a link in the description box below. Please have a good day, good rest of your week, and a good, just good rest of your week, because I'll see you tomorrow, okay? If you want to hang out with us, please do so. If not, thank you for being here for the time that you were. Love y'all, Aries. My toasted marshmallows, didn't call you that, I call you now. All right. Yeah, it's hoochie time. Butterflies. It's time for my hoochies. That's right. Those are my hoochies. I gotta give all of y'all a nickname. I'm getting there. So look, my toasted marshmallows, they're my Aries. Y'all know I love y'all. Like I said, we rule by the same signs. We are planetary brothers and sisters. Scorpios and Aries. Hold on one second. Okay, hang on one second. Okay. Hey, bright future for me. How you doing? Okay, Taurus. In the immortal words of butterflies, it is hoochie time. That cracks me up. All right. I hope everybody is doing well. Thank you for being here. And like I said, I hope you're having a good week. Okay, this is for Taurus spirit. What is going on for them for the month of June 2026? Like I said, remember these readings are timeless. So whenever you run across it, this is what you're meant to hear. It was just done in January. I mean, in May for June, but it is, when you run across it, this is what you're supposed to hear. Because everything is happening at the same time. Okay, hold on one second. You about to be living the dream, Taurus, with your person, is what Spirit is saying. Okay, here we go. Get your oracle card. Okay, we have maid showing up here. All right, it says assist, care, support, share. A kind soul will soon arrive to ease your daily burdens. I love that. That is so sweet. So you got, like I said, your protector is coming, your helper, your person, like I said, to relieve your, ease your daily burdens. That's a beautiful thing, because your person is going to come in wanting to help you, wanting to make things, easier for you. All right, let's clarify the Taurus spirit. Okay, here we go. I want to clarify this card. Okay, so we starting out with the pride card here. It says arrogance, ego, stubborn. Okay, so this could be talking about, hold on one second. I'm trying to time these things so it doesn't get crazy. Okay, so stubborn. So this could be talking about the old person trying to show up, because I hear it again. I want that old thing back. Okay, because you rejected this person. Okay, it says abandoned, dismissed, irrational fear. They have an irrational fear of never being able to be in a connection with you. And I'm sure a lot of y'all, or hell, all of y'all are probably saying, yeah, that would be right? Okay, we got depth here. See, you tired of the shallow fucking relationships, or hell, situationships, because it wasn't no relationship. And I feel like you have a lot more awareness now. You have realized what is important to you and what you value in relationships, okay? All right, you said you sun, moon, and rising. Oh, wow, you Taurus, sun, moon, and rising. Oh my God, you really are a Taurus, butterflies. Okay, then we got emotional storm. So it says turmoil, unstable, affected. I feel like you walking away from this old person, that's what this did to them, okay? And they are at their breaking point here. It says limit, final straw, overwhelmed, okay? But you ain't thinking about that, because you skipping through the damn sunflowers talking about, I'm hoping and wishing and praying. You looking for your person. You ain't even thinking about this person, the old person. You say expecting. It says expecting. You're having faith and you're manifesting this new person. But this old person, right, with the elusive card, is trying to sow seeds of dishonesty, deception, and trickery. They still trying to come after you, lusting after you. It says forbidden, non-committal sexual energy. So this person, they still don't have, good, good intentions when it comes to you, okay? Oh, you said Taurus, sun, Pisces, moon, Leo, rising. Okay, look, I wasn't looking at. All I saw was the Taurus for the sun, and then I turned all the other ones into Taurus. Sorry, okay. But you're having a lot of realizations, Taurus. Okay, it says epiphanies, understandings, awakenings when it comes to what you're going through at this time. Okay, you got somebody coming back to give you an apology. For a lot of you, it is the old person. For those of you that had a false start with the new person, with your soulmate, this is them coming back asking for forgiveness, okay? But you are focusing on the right things. I feel like you are nourishing yourself, okay? You're focusing on your self-growth, and finding yourself, finding your soul, okay? All right, let's clarify. You got to remember, butterflies, I'm reading, I'm channeling. When I'm channeling, I catch what I catch, and what I don't catch in the chat, I don't. That's because you got to understand. Okay. Whew, hold on. Okay, so this old fucker, all right, male or female, is burning bridge. They burn the bridges, right? Or you burn the bridges with them. You like, I'm not done, but I feel like their actions, they burnt them first, right? And now they're coming back trying to hold you back because they realize that your intention is to burn the bridges, or you already have, and they're not wanting to let you get away. Okay, yeah, see? This is you, Taurus. You used to be the chaser, right? Fear of abandonment, chasing, codependencies. Now it's they asses. The tables have turned, okay? All the stuff that they were doing to you and, trying to get away. I hear Bobby Brown, I gotta get away. I gotta get away. That's right here. So they were running and you were chasing. And like I said, when I say that, we all did this. So I told you, there's no shame in here. We've all done crazy shit, okay, in the pursuit of love here, okay, because of the things that we've gone through, and the games that people have tried to play with us and stuff like that. So I'm not saying it at all, because I done some stupid shit too. So what I'm trying to get you to understand is you got to learn to laugh at this shit. That's how you know you getting over it. It's to laugh at it. Because some of y'all been through a lot of stuff, and I'm not trying to make light of what you've been through at all, but part of the healing is being able to look back at it and say, I used to do, like me, like I'm saying, I used to do some crazy shit too. So we got third party showing up here. It says there's someone else in this energy field, and their presence is creating distance, doubt, or distortion. So that's what this person is wanting to do, wanting to come in your stuff and mess the flow of what you're going to have going on with this new person. Okay. All right. Where's the new person? Hold on. Why they hadn't showed up yet? You gonna give us a call for the new person, spirit? Okay, there you go. Happy family. Okay, this is like the 10 of Cups, right? So it says you're creating or aligning with a family dynamic that's grounded in peace and mutual care. This is the kind of home that can heal generational wounds. So you and this person are generational curse breakers, okay? Or you have the potential to be so. This is also talking about, like I said, blending families, creating new families together, or doing both. Okay, so I'm trying to make sure I'm giving you all the cards because I had it set in my mind of what I wanted to do. All right. Okay, so, okay. First card that fell here, it says longing. So it says craving, aching, wanting. This is the new person. Like I said, this person wants to be with you just as badly as you want to be with them. Just because you haven't heard anything from them yet, some of you, does not mean they're not feeling the distance as well, okay? It says honeymoon phase. This is the beginning, beautiful, euphoric, and full of potential. Let it unfold, but don't ignore the details beneath the romance, okay? Again, don't just go in and put on those rose-colored glasses because you singing the hills are alive with the sound of music because you all in love, you feeling all, you feeling all good, because you know how they say, when you fall in love, it's like you temporarily, it's like temporary insanity or whatever, and that's why the feeling feels so crazy. That's what they say. Okay, all right. So, but don't let it, make you do stuff that's going to be, harmful to yourself by not looking at what is happening in the connection, because that is what got a lot of you so far down the road with these fucking people. And then they rip off the fucking mask and you like, wait a minute, where's the whole person, the person I was dealing with, right? Okay, so you got party scenes showing up here. Is the old person, my girl wants to party all the time. Okay, that's what I hear. So this person, of course, sees you heading towards this, right? This person may be somebody that loves to buy you flowers or want to receive flowers from you guys, okay? So this old person, like I said, they're going to be, watching all this with envy and wanting to come in and try to fuck it up, okay? Then we have confusion showing up here. It says uncertain, unclear, unsure, all right? False connection. I feel like this confusion is this old person because they don't know what to do. They don't know what to do to get you back. Look, they living in a fantasy world. They have it in their head that some kind of way they gonna figure it out and they gonna be able to make a comeback and get you back or whatever, right? But you big breaking here. It says a major moment is brewing. This could be the launch, the offer, the shout out that changes everything. So you going places that a lot of these motherfuckers can't go. I hear memories like the corner of my mind. I don't know why that made me laugh every time I see it. You know why it is? Because people make fun of that movie, The Way We Were. They make fun of it because, like the music, is a little, I guess to some people it sounds sappy or whatever. And when I think that's why Spirit is playing it to me, saying that this person is like being really sappy now when they asses was running, right? They was running like they was the motherfucking fire horse, right? I keep telling you, fire horse trying to get the hell up out of 2026 because we halfway through the year already. And so your ex person was doing this, right? Running from you, running. And so now that they running, and now I hear, oh God, now I hear the music from the Little House on the Prairie. Dun, 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 dun. Because in the beginning of the Little House on the Prairie, they running through the field, right? Dun, 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 dun. That's what I hear. And so this person was running, right? And then all of a sudden they like, wait a minute, ain't nobody chasing me no more. So now they coming back trying to fix stuff, but you like, buddy, it wasn't real. It never was real, right? You've woken up is what Spirit is saying. Okay, so last card we have showing up here, Taurus, is clarity. It says truth, intentions, honesty. This is representative of your new person, right? They're coming in to give you clarity. I feel like you're going to be giving yourself clarity, that you have been doing that so far, okay? Hold on. You got the same card as Aries, okay? So we got playing games here, okay? This person going to be coming back, the old person trying to play games, so it's a choice between somebody playing games and somebody being truthful. Somebody, that pretty much operates in the dark, and then somebody that's in the light. It's going to be like, I feel like it's going to be like clear as day, okay? And, you know, when some of these things, when this person shows up, whether it's the new person or the old person, it could come as a shock, because I told you, I feel like this old person is going to try to blindside you. Okay. All right. You say you got off. Oh, okay. So we got toxic cycle here. So this situation is talking about you realizing that this person was nothing but a game player, and you and your new person, right? Having that clarity, the truth, the intentions, the honesty to realize what you were dealing with, and to, you know, you're breaking the old cycles. Remember, we just talked about breaking generational wounds, generational curses. I feel like that's what this is talking about. Okay. All right. Yeah, see, because they fucking delusional, this old person, thinking that y'all gonna get back together. But then, you know, Spirit is saying, but then how long is it gonna last? Because they can't control themselves. You know, some people just can't. They can only wear the mask for so long. I don't know if it gets tight. I don't know if they sweating behind the mask. I don't know. Maybe they get off on ripping it off and shocking you or whatever. But like I said, I know that, you know, that's not gonna happen this time, because you already know who the fuck you dealing with. Okay. All right. Let's see. All right. I hear, I want to be starting something. You got to be starting something right here. That's what I hear. I hear that's the energy y'all sitting in Taurus. You like, don't bring your crusty, dusty ass here with that bullshit, because ain't nobody trying to hear whatever the hell you trying to do. Okay? All right, here we go. We have eye candy here. Beauty fades. Choose someone for their inner beauty and personality. Okay, we talk about this all the time, right? The outer shell is nice to have an outer shell. And like I said, I'm not telling none of y'all. I feel like this person coming in, you're going to find them attractive. I feel like you're going to find them very attractive. That's why we talk about the passion, right? Because passion is, ooh, I hear it's electric, boogie, woogie, woogie. They just playing all this stuff in my head today. I feel like the passion is going to be off the charts. I feel like you are going to find this person very attractive, but it's just not the type of person that you normally go for. Some of y'all may like, I don't know, classically beautiful people or classically handsome people or whatever. It's just Spirit saying, you know, it's got to be something else. It can't just be shallow. Okay. Self-neglect, Taurus. It says you are neglecting your own needs in relationships. Practice self-care. You have to put yourself first. You have to be able to set those boundaries. That's where the self-love, that's what this is for, right? You have to this is why you are not with your person, most of you right now. It's not a punishment. It's to teach you something, right? That you have to learn how to take care of you, because I told you, if you go into this relationship with this new person, or if you go into a relationship with any other person, and you make them the center of the relationship, it's going to cause an automatic breakdown. That's what I'm trying to get you to understand, because you're going to start to feel neglected. You know, you're going to be afraid to take your attention off of this person because you started that way, right? Because that's, you know, that's the people pleasing trope. You started that way, and then once you get tired of it, you're wanting to pull back, but you like, if I pull back, I'm afraid this person's not going to want to be here, so on and so forth. That's why you have to establish habits and patterns of taking care of yourself and putting yourself first. And it has to become a habit. So when you get into this connection with this person, you like, ooh, love you, baby. I'm glad you're here, but I got to take care of me too. Okay. Then we have needs rescuing. It says you are waiting for love to save you, but you must stop waiting and start looking. You are your rescuer. I tell you, that's why I tell you when I sing that Mariah Carey song, I negate the second half of it. Okay. Because I say, dream lover, come be with me. That's why I changed the lyrics, because we ain't looking to be fucking rescued. We some strong motherfuckers up in here, okay? We've been through a lot of shit, okay? A lot of stuff that will fucking, I don't want to say that word, will unalive anybody that wasn't as strong as we are, right? So you have to know that about yourself, and know that if you could go through all those things you went through, Taurus, you can get yourself up. You can pick yourself up off the ground, dust yourself off, put your heart back together, and keep on fucking pushing. That's what I'm trying to get you to understand. That at the end of the day, you don't need anybody. That may not be the societal consensus, what everybody wants you to think, right? But you don't need anybody. And that's a good thing for you to think like that, all right? It's not a thing where you trying to tell somebody, oh, F you, I don't want to be with you, blah, 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 all that. It's not that. It's not that thing where like the hyper independent people, oh, I don't need, it's not like that. Like you trying to put somebody down, put their presence down. That's not what we're saying. What we're saying is, I'm glad you here. I love you. I'm glad you love me. I'm glad we're in this healthy relationship. But I depend on me first and foremost. You depend on you first and foremost. And then we come together to have this healthy, interdependent relationship, not a codependent one. That's what I'm trying to get you to understand. Okay? All right. Then we got retreating. Good morning, Debbie. How you doing? Then we got retreating. It says your fear of being hurt has made you retreat. It's time to get out and try again. Again, look, I said, at first you don't succeed. Dust yourself off and try again. You can dust it off and try again. That's what Spirit is telling you, okay? You ain't dead. You ain't dead. Don't get me wrong. Some of this shit we went through hurt like fucking hell. It hurt like hell, okay? But you still here. You still breathing. You stronger than you were before the shit happened, right? Okay, because people think that when you had to put yourself back together, that you're more fragile. You're stronger because you've been through the pain, right? You've been through the storm, right? Like whatever song that is, you've been through the storm, you've been through all this shit, and you still fucking here standing. Like I tell you, you got your fucking cape on, you got your outfit on. You like, I'm here, motherfuckers. Get used to it. I ain't going nowhere, right? And so it becomes a thing where I told you, when you love yourself, you focus on the self-love, where you can say, okay, I don't want to get hurt, right? But if I get hurt, I know I can come out of it, because the self-love, that's why I want you to remember, the self-love is what's going to get you through, because at the end of the day, it's not about what these people on the outside give you, even though that's what we want, that's what we've been taught to look at, right? I get it, because I used to be like that too. But that's just I keep telling you, that's just the cherry and the whipped cream on top of the sundae. You the whole fucking sundae. The whole collective is the whole goddamn sundae. And these people that we bringing in, the soulmates and stuff like that, they're just the little pieces on top. But you are the main character. You are the one in the center. You are the one that it's all about. Okay? And once you start to make yourself the center, you're the sun. Like when I show you the sun card, you are the damn sun. Okay? Like I said, here comes the sun, da 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 da. Talk about you, okay? So that's why you gotta know who you are, because you will come across people. Look, right or die, you will come across people who will try to tell you that that's not what you are, who want to try to tear you down and all those types of things. That's why it is so imperative, y'all. I know it might sound like I'm beating a dead horse, but that's why I push the self-love so much, because the more you love yourself, the more impervious you become to certain things, right? Things that would have, because look, let me tell you this. I remember I went through this breakup many years ago, and it was so devastating to me at the time that it broke me down to the point to where I didn't want to deal with nobody no more, like really bad, right? So I'm saying all of this to say, if I had the self-love that I got now, and that shit had happened, I'd have probably been like, okay, this shit hurt, but who's next? Come on, let me heal myself and put myself back together and get myself together, and I'm getting right the fuck on back out there. Because, but you know what, the number one thing would have been, I probably wouldn't have dealt with that person to begin with, because the self-love, like I told you, it shows you where you're moving wrong, that you dealing with people that you shouldn't be dealing with and stuff like that. Because sometimes, like I told you, you don't see it. You're blind to what's going on, because you're not the, like I said, this, I don't know. I can't explain it no better than that. The damn self-love is like magical. Let me just say it like that. Like I keep telling y'all, this is a magical collective. The self-love makes you even more magical. Let me say it like that. Okay? All right. Hey, was it Davalala? I hope that I'm saying that right. Hey, okay. Let's see what else Spirit wants to tell you. All right, let's get this advice from Spirit, and then we're going to get the Oracle card to close it out. Where's the, okay, there it is. Okay, we have focus. Hey, good morning, Alake. How you doing? Focus. It says, I can choose what I want to focus on. As you work on your goals, recognize you need to take a step back and really focus on what you are trying to accomplish. Whether you are starting a new goal or already in the midst of it, the angels are urging you to have good organization and lots of preparation in place. Okay? So, like I said, your number one goal, Taurus, at this time needs to be making sure you good, making sure you're good. Because I keep telling y'all, all y'all in this collective, nobody can meet your needs better than you, because you know what they are. You don't even have to articulate them to yourself. You know what they are, right? So that's what this is about at the end of the day. Okay, let's get the oracle card. Hey, good morning. Okay, we have religious factors. It says your love life is being influenced by your religious upbringing and your spiritual path. Okay, I'm gonna get you one more. Okay, let go of control issues, Taurus. It says allow this situation to unfold naturally. Okay, all right, and then bottom of the deck, express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture after they make the romantic gesture. Don't you be going in there trying to start nothing, jump nothing off. Okay, none of that. Okay. All right, Taurus, that was your message. Don't forget to like the video, hype the video, like, share, and subscribe. If you'd like to book a personal reading, there is a link in the description box below. Please have a good day, good rest of your week, and I'll see you tomorrow. If you want to be here tomorrow, it's not going to be your sign. Well, it could be your other signs. So if you want to be here for that reading, please do so. If you want to hang out with us now, please do so. But if you got to go, thank you for being here, okay? Love you. Mess with the bull, you get the horns. Make sure you let everybody know that. Okay, let's move on to Gemini. My birthday people. My Jimmy Jim Jims. You're welcome, butterflies. Love you too. You're welcome, Davalala. Good morning and you're welcome. Hold on, Banner. I see you came back, Kevin. Okay. Oh, I didn't give you your cake. Hold on. Let me put the cake in here. I got to put the cake in here for everybody when it's their birthday. Okay. You're welcome, Davalala. So, yeah, happy birthday, Geminis. Belated birthday if I missed it. Early birthday if it's not here yet. If today is your birthday, happy birthday. Okay, give me 1 second and we will begin. I was supposed to be timing these readings and I don't know. I don't know what happens. Like I said, when I channel, I go somewhere. I never know what's going to happen. I never know how long they're going to be. That's why I usually don't time them. Hey, the Aries. Thank you, the Aries. I appreciate that. You're going to find your person. I'm praying for you. You're going to get your person. Like I said, I want everybody in here to find their person. I want everybody in here to find their happiness. That is why I take the time that I do to read and to let y'all know certain things, because I don't want you to be without, okay? You've been through too much in this lifetime to be without. You say the Aries energy is addictive. Yeah. So, like I said, we live and learn, we make mistakes, so on and so forth. You just got to move forward and, know, not have hope, not think, know that your person is coming. You didn't go through all the things you went through, collective, for nothing, okay? That's what Spirit is telling you. Okay, here we go. This is for Gemini, Spirit. This is for Gemini. Okay, it's for June. What do they need to know for June? Oh, cards flying everywhere. Okay, we have fish tank showing up here. It says harmony, few, space. It says too many fish suffocate. Too many contacts drain your vibe. Okay, we talk about this all the time, every sign, right? That is one of the reasons why some of you need to walk away from some of these old people, because you only have, I tell you this all the time, right? You only have so many spaces. You only have so much time. You only got 24 hours in a day, just like everybody else, right? And so you need to preserve the spaces you have. Good morning, Ashley. You need to preserve the spaces you have in your energy for the people that truly deserve to be there. I don't care what sign you are, okay? That is part of you loving yourself and respecting yourself. A lot of this stuff we talk about is because it's a direct connection to loving yourself, okay? Because like I said, if you know, we've been disrespected and dragged and had our heart broken and all this shit by these other people. But when you start to look back at the things that happened in the past, a lot of this shit we allowed, okay? Because I told you, you treat people how you teach people how to treat you, right? And so if they step across your boundaries, and you haven't set them, or they step across your boundaries and they don't even fucking know what they are. They don't even know what they are. You don't even know what they are. How can you really get mad at the person? You have to, and then some of y'all don't even know what you want your boundaries to be. So you can set them and not be disrespected and not be walked all over you, okay? Some of y'all have lost your identities in these relationships with these people, because I have in a few myself. Like I told you, I keep it real, right? Just because I'm the reader don't mean I don't go through shit. And so I'm saying all of this to say, this time alone, we look down on it and get upset about it and stuff like that, but it's very important. Because some of y'all need time to figure out who you are. Some of y'all need time to figure out what you want in a connection. Some of y'all need time to figure out why you're showing up with commitment issues, why you're scared to love somebody, why you're anxious when you think about being in these relationships with these people. And like I said, it's fair for you to feel this way about these things, because you've been through some traumatic shit, right? But just like trauma takes time to happen, it takes time for you to do the healing that you need to do as well. And then, like I said, you got to realize this too. When you rushing yourself, you rushing through this situation, just trying to get your person, you're disrespecting yourself, because you're not loving on yourself enough and saying, hey, I need to take time to be with me, because I had to do that. I had to stop myself with that, because I'm like, okay, you don't want to go running and rushing into the next relationship. And I'm saying this to all of y'all. You don't want to go running and rushing into the next relationship. And then you get there and you like, oh shit, I'm not ready. All these things coming at you at one time. And because you have not taken the time that you need to heal and love on the baby, which is you, it ain't gonna do nothing but perpetuate the same shit you've been going through. And some of y'all don't understand why it's happening. And I'm telling you what it is. Sometimes you got to do the shit you don't want to do. Like I keep telling y'all, I don't want to fucking sit up and heal and kumbaya. I would do that shit, but I got to do it because it's about me. At the end of the day, like I told you, this for me has transformed from trying to be in a relationship with somebody to me fucking trying to be in a relationship with me. Okay? Once you get past a certain point with the healing and the things that you're doing, that's what it's going to turn into. It's going to automatically turn into that, because I told you, when you start feeling that love and you look at yourself and you're like, oh, I love the fuck out of your ass, and you feel how it feels, it's the greatest fucking look. That's the greatest love of all. What you have for yourself, what's inside of you. Okay? And like I said, when you start to feel it, when I just read something from Aries where he was saying, I'm not trying to put you on the spot or anything like that, but where you said the Aries energy is addictive. The fucking self-love energy, you think that's addictive? Love on your fucking self. Really love on your fucking self. Take it all the way you can take it and see how it that's some addictive shit there. Okay? Because once you start to do it and you start to feel the effects from it, like I said, I'm not saying it won't be good to get love for somebody else, but it's the foundation, the basis is what you feel for yourself. Okay? Hey, how you doing, the Barnes family? Okay, here we go. Fish tank. Okay, this fell out. It's the second time this card fell out, Gemini. I'm going to show you in a minute. Because I put it back in the deck just to see if it's going to come out again. Okay, so you got the same card that Aries got. Okay, it says shallow, all right? Hollow, empty, boredom, right? Some of y'all are, this could be y'all feeling like this because you're waiting for your person to show up or whatever. And you might feel like you at, your wits end, because I hear some of y'all in the comments, where's my person? I'm waiting. No, they ain't here, right? I'm good, thank you. So this could, like I said, also be that old person feeling like that as well, because they are here again. They want the old thing back, right? But they coming in on some funky energy, right? The old shit they used to do, dishonesty, deception, trickery, right? Wanting to pull the wool over your eyes, right? But I feel like a lot of y'all, because you have healed yourself, or you're currently doing that, you're going to be listening to your intuition, right? Listening to the song of your heart, okay? Listening to the inner knowing that you have, right? Because you got a connection. You have a telepathic connection with the person you're supposed to be with, right? And like I said, you can feel this person energetically. They can feel you as well, all right? Okay, so there's going to, we got conflicted showing up here too. It says decisions, hot and cold, multiple choices. I feel like this card can talk about everybody in this love triangle, right? The old love, you and the new, right? Because you got decisions to make. These other people got decisions to make, and it's about you getting yourself together, because this has been a long time coming, like I said, for a lot of you, all right? And you're at a distance from the person that you truly want to be with, but it's supposed to happen that way, okay? Because this is about you building a proper foundation and it being healthy, all right? And you releasing things that you need to let go of. Okay, here we go. Okay, Gemini, hold on. You got a whole bunch of cards falling out of the deck. Okay, so you got this old person gossiping about you with the spilled tea card. Okay, I told you they're coming back, wanting to fight, wanting the same, old status quo, trying to do the old shit they used to fucking do, because they have not leveled up, they have not changed. It hasn't been any of that, right? And then we got fake profiles showing up here. This person is watching you through fake profiles. Your new person could be watching you, that way as well. But of course, their intentions are positive, and this other person's intentions, we know they're negative, right? This is the card I wanted you to see, making bank. So you got money coming your way. Gemini, happy birthday to you, okay? You got some beautiful things coming your way this month of June, all right? When it comes to the other cards that fell, we got partying here. Spirit is wanting you to get out and have a good time, right? Stop focusing, hyper-focusing on this new person, and go out and have a good time, with yourself, or with, your, I was not going to say that, with your, whoever your community is, your friends, whoever your network of people that you hang out with, the ones that you can trust, go out and have a good time with them, okay? This is about you being happily single, all right? This card can also talk about the old person that's all they do is party, right? It's too much of an imbalance, right? Just like, Spirit doesn't want you to go all the way and just be working on yourself all the time and not focusing on, the other side of the coin and having a good time. It's the same thing with that person. They do too much of having a good time, right? Okay, so you got this new person coming your way. No strings attached here. It says it starts with no strings, but even the, okay, let's try it again. It starts with no strings, but even the most casual ties tangle fast when the boundaries get blurred, right? So this is talking about this new person. When you come into this connection with this person, I feel like you're going to know it's your person. Your person, of course, knows it's you, because they're already in love with you. You already know this person has feelings for you. So I feel like it's just going to evolve from there. Like it will start off with them feeling more or having more feelings for you than you do for them in the beginning, but it's going to grow. I feel like you're going to catch up pretty quickly, okay? This could also talk about the old person coming in and wanting to just come in, wanting to D, wanting to P, and not, you know, trying to convince you that it's something other than what it is, okay? All right, so this new person, of course, is going to be your travel partner, literally and figuratively. You and this person are going to come together and learn how to move through life together, okay? And like I said, you know, for a lot of you, you really are going to travel, okay? And then we have wedding rings showing up here. So this is where this connection is headed. It says union and marriage, soul connection, everlasting love and devotion, all right? Okay, so first card that fell we have here is, I'm trying to show us so you can see it, mistakes. It says misunderstood, victim, lost soul. Let's see why this is showing up. Somebody in this situation is afraid to love. I want to see if it's you or if it's the new person. Because we ain't caring about the old one. Okay, I feel like you beating yourself up over what happened to you in the past, Gemini. And you got to let that go, baby. We all of us in here, in this collective, we all, I just talked about that earlier. I think it was with Aries. Aries or Taurus. That, you know, we done all done dumb shit in the name of love, right? We want to be loved. Some of us, we want to be loved so bad, we willing to do, you know, almost anything, right? In order to have that happen, especially if it's been so many years and you haven't been in a connection like you've wanted to have, right? So you got to stop, you know, playing the victim. Okay, you went through what you went through, right? But it's time to suck it up and heal yourself and move forward and know that just because this is what happened in the past, it doesn't dictate what's going to happen in the present or the future, okay? We got blocked passion showing up here. I feel like this is the offshoot of you blaming yourself for what's going on. You have shut down emotionally. We talked about this, I think yesterday, okay? So it says when passion is blocked, it usually reflects something deeper. It's time to look beneath the surface and ask what's not being expressed. You got to dig down deep, Gemini, and figure out why you are blocking yourself off. Because I told you, you think that you are punishing. Some of y'all think y'all punishing the other person by closing yourself off, but don't do that. That's what they want you to do. Because when you do that, you ain't let nobody in, and that's what they want. They don't want you to let nobody in because they want to leave the door open for them to come in when they want to, okay? All right, so whatever happens in this connection, whether it's the old person coming back or the new person coming back, I feel like it's going to be a shock for some of you. You're going to feel blindsided because I told you the old person, that's what they want to do. They want to catch you off balance. They want to make you, be off balance so you don't have time to think. So they can come in and manipulate and do whatever it is they want to do. All right? This new person, you and this new person are going to be mirrors for each other with the sacred mirror card. It says the connection reflects not only your wounds, but your power, your patterns, and your potential, right? So it says these truths can only rise in the light of real intimacy. So Spirit is telling you, the closer you get, I hear the closer I get to you. That's what I hear. They playing old songs in my head today. So with this card, Spirit is telling you the closer you get to your person and the closer they get to you, the more you're gonna be able to find your power, see what your patterns are. Because I told you this person gonna call you out, and I feel like you're gonna do the same for them, but it's gonna be in the name of love. It's not gonna be, you trying to tear each other down. It's about the both of you being in a relationship where you're trying to make each other better, okay? All right. Then we have big breaks showing up here, Gemini. It says a major moment is brewing. This could be the launch, the offer, the shout out that changes everything. So you got some amazing things about to happen to you, right? So you need to be ready to deal with that and also be ready to deal with this new lover that is coming into your life, okay? You got this old person is at their breaking point. It says limit, final straw. They're very overwhelmed, but we don't give a shit about that, right? Some of y'all, you know what it is? They don't have no damn money because the money matters card is reversed. But I also feel like this card is talking about some of y'all maybe needing to get your coin together, because I told you this new person, hey Martha, this new person is a boss, all right? This is about you and this new person being equally yoked. And in order for that to happen, you got to get your money and your career together, okay? All right. See, they throwing shade, this old person, right? You know that shit, you know, making them jokes and they say, oh, I'm just joking. They ain't fucking joking. All right. This person is talking shit about you behind your back, saying all kinds of disrespectful shit. They throwing a rock and then they gonna come in your face, hiding their hand, telling you, oh, it's not. I didn't mean, you know, I didn't do this, I didn't do that. We got mismatch showing up here. It says you're both puzzle pieces from two different boxes. This is you and the old person. No matter how hard you try, you just don't fit. But this person is stubborn, okay? They're ignorant. They're not wanting to accept that it's, you know, it's not going to fit and just move on. This is somebody that want to motherfucking win, okay? It's not about the feelings that they think they have for you. I feel like it's just infatuation. It's not, you know, these things, whatever it is that they're telling themselves, they just want to win. They just want what they want when they want it, and they don't care who they hurt, whose toes they step on, you know, so on and so forth, okay? All right. When it comes to, let me get this other card, see what else comes out. So yeah, see, for you, you done, Gemini. I love this. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. It's the death card, right? It says the relationship is over, no second chances. Grow and transform, was dead is dead. I love this because like one of my favorite cards in the deck when it comes out, because it's talking about this old person. And you like, no, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck what you say. I don't give a fuck what you do. I'm done with your ass, okay? But you being spied on, okay? It says social network information, different ways. It could be, you know, if you and this old person have a similar friend group, okay? You know, similar people, they could be going and trying to get information that way, okay? They could be looking at your social media if you don't. So don't say you don't have no social media. This is social media. If you watching me, you have social media, okay? All right, so it's about this person just being like relentless and willing to do whatever they got to do in order to try to get you back. Because I told you, they want to win. They don't give a fuck about, you know, all the other shit. They just want what they want. So we got party scene showing up here. This person, that's all they do is party. I feel like that's why they don't have no fucking money, right? You got to go to work, shit. Ain't no, look, I love a good party like everybody else, but shit, I gotta go make some fucking money so I can party, right? It can't just be something where I'm just out here, you know, just having a good time. Unless you independently wealthy, unless it's something about this motherfucker we don't know, right? So this is why their shit is fucked up, okay? We got love lessons here. Spirit is telling you, just because you went through this shit with these old people, I don't care how many times, I don't care if it was 10, 15, 20, 50 times, you still have a chance to be happy, Gemini. So you need to be making sure you tell yourself that, okay? Stop telling yourself fucked up stories. Telling yourself that just because that's been the status quo in the past, it doesn't mean that that's what it's going to be now, all right? It's a new day, all right? We got, what is it? What is this? New dawn, it's a new day, it's a new light. That's what I hear in my head. So we got, I think that's, oh, what is her name? Old jazz singer. It'll come to me. It'll come to me. So we got soulmates, right? It says soul connection, partnership, soul contract, life partner. So this is your person. And then we got biological clock showing up here to clarify. So those of you that think you ain't going, you know, you racing the clock to be, you know, married or to have kids or to find your one person, Spirit is telling you slow down, okay? This person, you're going to have time to do what it is that you need to do. But they're telling you, this card is also telling you, don't just be jumping into something with anybody because you want to have kids. I told you, there is some lady, I'm going to have to look it up and find it. Some actress, 54 years old, not saying you 54, but I'm saying she's 54, she just had a second child. So technology is a lot, the technological advances, let me say that, is a lot more advanced now, and you just gonna have to trust Spirit and know that they know what they're doing, and that you got certain things you signed on for, and that what is supposed to happen is going to happen. That's why I feel like this card is coming up here, because Spirit is telling you don't give up. Your person is coming, okay? All right. Let's get message from Spirit. Oh, wait, no, not that. We gotta get this other card. Where is it at? Give me 1 second, Gemini. Okay. We got addiction showing up here, Gemini. It says you are either obsessed with someone or struggling with addiction. Get help. All right. Whatever this is, it could be codependency, right? So whatever this is, you know what this is, right? We're not shaming anybody. Everybody, like I told you, the things that you've gone through, the things that everybody's gone through in here. All right. If you have something because of it, that, okay. I mean, we're human. Okay. I keep telling you this life is taking some people out. They can't even stay here and endure and deal with the things that have happened to them. So the fact that you still here, you still breathing, you still doing, what you need to do, you getting through each day. It is what it is, okay? But just like you overcame all this other shit, you can overcome this too, okay? Then we got getting crumbs showing up here. It says you deserve more than crumbs of affection. Wait for the one who adores you, because look, you don't want to bring no fucking child into no connection with somebody, because if they fucking crumbing you, what you think they gonna do to the kid? Okay, think about that. What you think they gonna do to the damn kid? No child deserves this. This is my thing here. It gotta be, for me, I don't know about anybody else, but for me, it gotta be with the right person. If it ain't with the right person, I'm not gonna bring no child here and have them go through some of the shit that I've fucking been through in this lifetime, okay? All right, then we got fixing them. It says you can't fix someone. They have to want to change, accept them or let them go. We talk about this all the time. If you can't deal with whoever the hell you trying to be with, right? As they are, because I hear Nirvana, come as you are, as you were, as I want you to be. So they telling you, come to the connection as you are. This new person is coming as they are. And you have to understand that relationship is a dance. It ain't gonna be, you ain't always gonna go in the same direction. We can't always go in a direction that's gonna be best for you, and we can't always go in a direction that's gonna be best for your partner. There must be compromise. Sometimes you're gonna have to move to the side, right? Like a Cancer, like a crab, right? Sometimes you're gonna have to go move from side to side. Can't be back and forth all the time, right? Okay. Hey, how you doing, Karen? Okay, so if you are not okay with a person the way they are, like I said, because if you, just like you want to change, only you can change, right? Only you can make that decision. It's the same thing with your person. Only they can make it. I feel like this is going to be somebody that is going to be proactive about being the best person they can be, because I told you that's what they're doing now, right? Because that's one of my stipulations. You got to be willing to work on your fucking self, because I work on myself. And I ain't saying you got to be balls to wall all the time. Your shit got to be right. You got to dot your I's, cross your T's all the time and walk the line, but you got to be willing to fix some shit. That's one of my deal breakers, because I'm willing to fix some shit, okay? That's what I'm saying. I'm asking, and you got to make sure the shit you asking for, all of y'all, that you willing to do the same thing too. Because if you're not willing to do it, what you look like trying to fix some damn body, and you like, oh, I'm perfect just the way I am. I don't need to do shit. You know what I'm saying? Think about that. Think about how crazy that sound, right? Okay, so let's go. Let's move on. Let's see what Spirit want to tell you. This shit be cracking me up. Okay, so we got relax. Spirit say relax. It says all worries and anxieties are leaving my mind, making space for calmness and peace. All right, this is what we doing, right? We trying to get rid of all of these triggers and all this shit that people these parting gifts that people tried to leave us with, right? That's what this is about. Because see, I told you the old people want you to carry that old shit, because they want you to be dragging ass and get into a relationship and self-sabotage it and fuck it up and all that. And see, no, we don't want to do that. Like we always talk about in the chat, right? The best revenge is fucking success. That's why I say dig down deep and get your shit out. Okay, so it says the angels want you to know that feeling at peace internally can boost overall contentment and feelings of happiness regardless of the challenges you face, right? Regardless of the challenge, what is that? Wait a minute. A relaxed and calm outlook can help you navigate life's often turbulent waters more smoothly, all right? So relax, okay? Don't be all, I tell y'all, you had the analysis paralysis, you standing at the crossroads, that's when you bring in the intuition, okay? Intuition is not dirty. Intuition is not the bullshit that people try to tell you it is. It's a fucking tool. Just like your mind is a tool and y'all rely on your mind and you rely on your logic, right? Geminis, you're intuitive as well. Okay, you're a part of this collective. You got fucking psychic abilities. Use them. Use the tools that you have that, you know, that are accessible to you to move through this life. You have that for a reason, because the things that you came here to do, you need those tools to do them, right? So don't be listening to other people telling you about your shit. It's motherfuckers out here that's always gonna be scared of shit because they don't fucking understand it. They not trying to understand it. They just trying to tell you wrong because you want to use it, but it's your shit. Just like I tell you, can't nobody tell me, because it's a lot of people that be on YouTube that be talking about tarot card readers, talking about, oh, we doing this, we taking people's power away and all this. I'm like, bull fucking shit. I empower people. I don't ever come here and tell you to give your power away. I try to give your damn power back to you because y'all have been dealing with people from the past that tried to strip you of it, right? So that's why I said, it's always going to be somebody that's going to have a fucking problem with how you show up, what you do, the way you move, all of these things. That's why I tell you, you got to be grounded, collective, in who the fuck you are. You have to be grounded, Gemini, in who you are, okay? And like I said, don't be afraid to use whatever the fuck you got at your disposal to move through this life. Because I keep telling you, it's people that ain't making it to the end of their life because they can't handle it, right? Because they allowing people to tell them what they should think, how they should feel. You know how we talk about, they talk about cyberbullying and all this type of stuff. That's why you got to be strong-minded. This collective has to be strong-minded because we have so many people that have tried to tear us down. And like I said, don't think because we at this point, you at the precipice of getting in a relationship with your person, don't think it ain't gonna be motherfuckers, more motherfuckers coming. Because look at where you headed, Gemini. This card been coming for a lot of people in this collective. All right. So that's saying you about to step up into the big leagues. You about to see what some of these like celebrities, these Hollywood celebrities, these people go through and stuff like that. The big shit, right? So that's why you got to have your mind right. You got to be right. You got to be grounded in yourself. You got to know who the fuck you are. Okay? All right. Let me get the message from your person, and then we are going to get the oracle card. Where am I got so many decks on this table that I get lost sometimes. That's right, Kevin. To hell with them. Debbie, that's what we're here for. That's what this is for. We got to help each other. So we got interference. It says, I wish I had more control over my life right now, but there are others who are influencing me and interfering with my ability to find my own way. You see, I can't make it up. This is your person telling you this, okay? And this person is strong, just like you are. They've been through shit just like you are. But see, it sounds like they gonna have to, they got some motherfuckers they gotta walk away from too, right? It's not just you. It's not just y'all. Your person goes through shit too. That's why I like to do those readings where we look at what's going on with them, so you can understand that they got trials and tribulations just like you do. Look at the cards flipping. It says, your person says, I can feel all the love you're sending me, and it's electrifying. Okay. Not today. Libra is going to be tomorrow, Martha. It's going to be tomorrow because I'll do 6 today, and then on Thursday I'll do 6. Okay, let's get the oracle card. We'll close it out. Okay, past life relationship. It says you have known each other before. All right, I'm going to get you one more. Religious factor. Why you getting these dry cards? Religious factors. You say your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. I'm asking you like you giving me the cards. Hold on. Stay here, Martha, and watch your other signs. Watch your other signs. Okay, here you go. This is the one. This is like one of my favorite cards in this deck. It says worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. Okay. But you got to know, just like your person is worth waiting for, you worth waiting for it too. You know, you're worth waiting for it too, Gemini. Okay. All right. Okay, Gemini, that was your message. Don't forget to like the video, hype the video, like, share, and subscribe. If you'd like to book a personal reading, there is a link in the description box below. Please have a good day, good rest of your week. If you want to hang out with us, please do so. If not, thank you for being here for the time that you were. Love y'all, Gemini. Okay. Okay, Kevin. It's your time. It's your turn, Kevin. You so funny. Like I said, I never would have thought I would enjoy hanging out with y'all like this before. Cause I used to not want to do lives. Spirit had to drag me. They had to force me to do it. They had to force me to do it. But I'm glad that I did it. I feel like it was one of the best decisions I could have made. Oh, thank you, Evangelist J. You always go, you scary. I was like, what's that color on the screen? Thank you. I appreciate you. I hope you are doing well, ma'am. Thank you for your support. It means more to me than you will ever know. All of y'all, every way y'all support me, I love it. Okay. Okay, here we go. Hey, Melly. Oh, Kevin. Oh, gosh. Okay. Give me 1 second and I will be ready. I hear it come. I hear it again. I still hear the Nirvana song, Cancer. So it's for you too. Come as you are, as you were, as I want you to be, as a friend, as a friend. And I don't remember. After that, my mind's gone. I ain't heard that song in so many years. And so Spirit give me that excerpt and then I don't remember the rest of it. It's been so long. But that's your person. You and your person are going to start out as friends, I feel like is what Spirit is saying. And so your person is telling you also to come as your authentic self. Don't be wearing no mask. Don't be trying to be nobody else, right? Y'all both been through situations where you were broken, okay? They are exhausted, just like you are with this long journey, okay? The both of you are thinking of each other, okay? And then with the longing card, you're both longing for each other. That fell out of the deck before I could even finish shuffling it, okay? All right. Like I said, it's a past life connection, okay? It's your soulmate. Hold on. This is the karma. This is good karma. The good karma, your dharma for being good to people, Cancer. All right? And always trying to do the right thing. Like I told you, it's not always going to come from the person or the situations that you think is going to come from. Okay? Sometimes it comes from someplace and someone else completely different. Okay, here we go. It sound like a Scorpio. You so funny. Spirit. Kevin wants a Scorpio spirit. he been hitting at that for days. He want a Scorpio. Okay, I know y'all already know that, but I just figured I put in a good word for him. You so funny. Look, see, you and this person gonna have a lot of chemistry, right? It says attraction, spark, passion. Okay. I'm gonna leave these cards that fell out. I'm gonna leave them right here on the side. We're gonna take a look at them in a little bit. All right. Okay, here we go. This is for Cancer spirit. He said, please. Okay, so we got television here, right? It says channels, focus, direction. Life has no remote. Constantly switching channels won't find your show. Stay focused or you'll miss the best parts until you have all the facts, okay? So Spirit is telling you, don't be all over the place. Don't be all over the place. If you're, okay, let me give you an example. If you are working on what you came here to do, right? There are many paths that can lead to where you're trying to go, right? But if let's say you're somebody where it's not just one thing you're here to do. You have many things to do, okay? Spirit is telling you that you need to choose one, right? Don't let analysis paralysis take over. So like if you got 3 different things, or even if it's like 10, right? Sit down and make a list of those things and then ask yourself, what could I do right now? Which one of these things is going to make me the happiest, right? And then start out with that one and take that one and go in that direction, go to where you're trying to go, because you can always, go back and pick up something else after you got that first thing going. But you got to spin one plate at a time. You know when the dude had the sticks with the plates on them, you can't. He don't start out with all the plates on the sticks spinning at one time. You know he spins one, and then he gets that spinning, and then he gets another plate and he puts it up there and he spins it. So that's what Spirit is telling you. Don't be trying to be Superwoman or Superman all at one time, right? Pick where you're trying to go, no matter what it is. If it's love, whatever it is you're trying to do, bettering yourself, whatever. Even if you're trying to heal yourself, pick one thing. Pick like the thing that's giving you the most fucking problems or the biggest issue you have, and focus on that one thing, get it to a manageable place, and then go back and get something else. Don't try to overwhelm yourself, because when you do that, that's like the man with the place. You know, if he lets the sticks go, all the fucking plates gonna come crashing down. And so that's what happens when you try to overwhelm yourself, okay? All right. Hey, Keisha, how you doing? Hey, Karen. I'm good. How are you? Okay, let's get these cards. Okay, let's see. Okay, so bottom of the deck, we have chemistry, right? It says attraction, spark, passion. I showed you this when I cut the deck, right? We also have healing. So I feel like a lot of you are working on healing yourselves. Be proud. I tell y'all all the time, I know it's not easy. I know sometimes you just want to throw the shit down like a little kid with a toy on Christmas Day, right? You want to throw the shit down and just walk away sometimes when you can't get it to do what you want it to do. But keep going, right? Because look at what you're headed towards. You got ecstasy. It says chasing thrills, excitement, good times with this new person. And I know we talking about the new person because look, the soulmate card. It says deep love, unity, connection, right? You guys look at these cards, Cancer. Okay, I'm claiming it. I told you I got a placement somewhere. I don't remember what it is, but I'm claiming this reading. We ain't even got into it yet. And look at the cards that you're getting, okay? You also got this other motherfucker here. All right? That's fucking bitter. Okay, because you don't want to deal with their asses no more. You turned your back on them. They're angry. They walking around talking shit about you, right? But you are in a state of awareness now. You're more aware about what's going on around you. I feel like, they talk about it in the Bible about the scales falling off your eyes, like you really truly starting to see, like you waking up, right? You're having this awakening. You truly see what the fuck's going on in your life. You see the type of people that are around you. And I feel like you're learning things about importance and the value, right? Okay, so some of y'all, we got escaping here. So this is about, it says avoiding, blocking, pushing away. I feel like this is talking about the old person that they ran from you. Now you running from them. Now this is your card, okay? And this is about you letting go of things that you need to let go of, people, places, and things, because it doesn't just have to be people, right, that we're talking about. It could be situations that you're in, all types of things that are holding you back in some shape, form, or fashion, okay? But you got your person is feeling you, baby. You beautiful, you handsome. It says charming, graceful, kind-hearted. This is how your person sees you. How you doing, Lewis? And this is going to be somebody that provides a peaceful place for you, balance, harmony, and friendship, okay? All right, but for some of you, you're going to have to release certain things in order to get this. That's going to be the price of admission. Letting go, moving on, walking away, okay? All right, and then setting them boundaries. All right, this is going to be a hard thing to do, especially when you love somebody, even after the healing that you've done. It's going to be a test. It's going to be situations where you're going to have to come in and tell them how you feel, okay? All right, let's clarify. Chemistry, please. This motherfucker that blocked this person make me laugh. They make me laugh. That's why I said, don't be mad at these fucking people. Laugh at them. It's funny the way they moving, the shit they doing. You block this motherfucker, and they still talk about a goddamn situationship, okay? But then gonna come back in your face talking about they learn, they heal, they the same person they were before. Like what? What do you mean? You know what I'm saying? It's just crazy. It's crazy. Some of these people. See, but they gonna come back and then let the mask slip off and want to talk to you crazy, okay? They're going to be coming back thinking they making a move, thinking they doing something, but all they doing is trying to recreate what the hell happened with y'all the first time, right? No, Scorpio is going to be tomorrow. This is just the monthly readings, and it's Aries to Virgo, okay? So Libra, it starts from Libra tomorrow, okay? But you can stay and listen to your other signs if you want to, okay? Okay, so look, you got this new person coming in. Like I told you, they're going to give you as good as you give them. All right. This is going to be, you know, your mirror, the person where they're going to call you out on certain things. You're going to call them out on certain things. But like I said, this is in the spirit of both of you wanting the other person. You love each other so much. You want to be the best you can be. You want your person to be the best they can be as well. Okay. All right. Hold on. Okay. All right. Like I said, we got all of these cards here. We talked about, you know, broken and being exhausted with the long journey. You and your person, you know, thinking about each other, missing each other, craving each other, desiring each other. I'm talking about the new person. I ain't talking about that old motherfucker. And then longing for each other, right? All right. Let's clarify these cards. See, you're going to provide emotional safety for each other is what Spirit is saying. It says you don't have to walk on eggshells, hide your feelings, or second guess yourself. This connection holds you with care. This is going to be somebody. This is going to be so good, Cancer, because you can just fucking release a breath and be like, I don't have to worry about nobody coming with the fucking knife, right? Trying to stab me in the motherfucking back and shit. That's why I said, all y'all been through stuff. I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of y'all in here didn't have PTSD, because people think PTSD just come from being on the fucking battlefield. No, it does not. No, it does not. The right person in the right circumstance, in the right situation, you can get fucking PTSD. Okay? You can get PTSD from anything. Okay? So we got painful past showing up here. It says that the history between you is heavy and neither of you knows how to put it down. You're trying to build a future while bleeding from the past. And see, this is what we don't want you to do. That's what this other motherfucker is trying to do. But they ain't even trying to build a relationship. They just trying to play with you and trying to avoid responsibility, taking responsibility for what they've done or taking responsibility for where they are, you know, growth-wise, or where they aren't growth-wise, okay? So this is why you want, because you can't, it's the foundation, right? If you don't build on the proper foundation, you're not going to be able to sustain anything, healthy or otherwise. And then, like I said, your relationship is only as healthy as each member of it, right? So that's why it's so important for you to make sure that you're dotting your I's and crossing your T's, okay? All right. Let me see. Trying to make sure I give you all the cards. See, it's a toxic ties, okay? You had toxic ties in the past. Your new person had them as well, right? Like I told you, you don't go through this situation and come out unscathed. It says this isn't a victim villain story. It's a messy entanglement where both sides are contributing to the destruction. Remember I told you, you teach people how to treat you, right? And a lot of times we be so into the connection, so in love with the person, right? We seeing what the fuck we want to see, all the while they stabbing us in the back and we don't even realize it until that, whatever that fateful day is that we wake up. Okay. Okay. All right. So first card, emotional storm. This is what actually fell on the stuff we just looked at was the stuff that fell out in the beginning. And this is what fell on the table after I actually did the formal shuffling. Okay. So it says turmoil, unstable, affected. This is that old person, right? And this is the shit too. You got to understand. You have to be very careful. Collective period. I'm talking to everybody in here. Whether you're waiting on your sign or, you know, you just listening in, but Cancer, you need to listen closer because this is your read, right? You got to understand with these people like this, you have to be careful about who you allow in your energy, because that's where you pick up shit like that, PTSD and this crazy stuff, because when you're in something with somebody, you know, you're influencing them, they're influencing you. And let me give you an example. Okay, say you grew up in a toxic household. I feel like, you know, there are a lot of you in this collective that did, right? You grew up in a toxic household, and let's say that you had a parent that gave you the silent treatment. Let's say that's how they punished you. They didn't put hands on you or do any, you know, any of that other type of abuse, but they gave you the silent treatment. That's fucking abuse. I keep telling y'all, ain't nobody got to touch you in order to abuse you, right? So let's say you grow up for years and years and years experiencing that, and then you get out in the real world and you see people all of a sudden that have disagreements and they talking this shit out, and you're like, oh, that person, or you go into a relationship with somebody and you do what was done to you. You give that person the silent treatment. You see what I'm saying? That to you it's abusive, but that to you was normal behavior because it's the environment you grew up in. That is why it is so important to watch who you allow into your energy and to do the healing work you need to do, because you going into a new relationship and giving somebody the silent treatment, you think you're doing what everybody else, you know, does, because that to you is the norm, because that's how you grew up in your household. But then you start to see when you get out of that household that people are actually talking through things and not you know, doing the silent treatment, because a lot of people do that and they think it's not abuse, but it is fucking abuse. Abuse comes in many shapes, forms, or fashion, and that is why you gotta vet these people that come into your life, because if they have these certain things that they do, they gotta be willing to recognize what it is, take it for what it is, and want to be better or try to be better, right? Because all y'all been in relationships with people where you told them that it's something that they did to you was disrespectful, or you felt like they abused you and so on and so forth, and they were like, oh well, you know, this is how I am, this is what I do, this is how I show. And so when you hear that, bye, that need to be your answer. Well, if this is how you show up, I'm not trying to change nobody, because you ain't got time for that. You look, some of y'all already got kids. You ain't got time to be parenting nobody that you're supposed to be in love with, right? So you got to be like, okay, bye, I gotta go. If you cannot show up, you know, in a connection, ready to work and do the things you got to do in order to make it work, then what we doing? What are we doing? Okay? Because just like you know, they deserve respect, you fucking deserve it too. You deserve something where when you tell somebody, hey, I don't like the way what you're doing, the way that shit make me feel, right? And if you getting somebody that's acting like, oh well, this is the status quo, this is what it is, this is how I move, and they don't want to try to strive to be better, bye. That need to be your fucking answer. It needs to be your answer, because the things that this person is going to be teaching you are going to be other things you're going to have to heal from now, because you stand in this connection with this person. They've told you and shown you that they're not healthy, right? And so that's when it's up to you to set your boundaries, to put your foot down and say, okay, I can't do this then. That's where the self-love comes in, where you like, okay, I love me, I love you, but I love me more than I love anybody, and I'm not going to allow you or anybody else to mistreat me. That's the energy you got to be in, okay? Because see, look at what you're stepping into, right? It says dream team. It says you don't compete, you combine, and together you're a force to be reckoned with. Because I know some of y'all got people that you know that try to fucking compete with you, right? You when you out and you shining bright like a diamond, they want to fucking tear you down, or you want to tell, when you tell them some good things happen to you, they like, oh, that ain't nothing. You know what I'm talking about? Them type of folks that always got a problem with you shining bright, right? But they want everybody else to cheer for them. Them type of motherfuckers you got to walk away from too. I keep telling y'all, you better ask Selena, Because I said the very woman that did what she did, I'm talking about the singer, the very woman that did what she did to her, it was that type of fucking relationship, right? So it's imperative for you to look at who the fuck you got around you. See, we trivialize this shit, but it's more important than you think it is. Let me say it like that. Thanks, Kevin. So we also have feeling trapped here, okay? This is this old motherfucker feeling trapped, right? Because they trying to walk away from you, right? And their karma is to feel what you felt, right? Because now you running. And now they questioning why they running. I can't get them come. They won't come back. They ignoring me. I'm trying to contact them. They won't listen. All the shit that you went through, this person is going through the same shit. I swear, I'm not trying to let nobody fucking bad stuff. But I keep telling you, this person made their bed and now they have to lie in it, right? So then we got engagement ring here. So this is that new person, right? The other member of your dream team is letting you know they ain't fucking around. They want to put a ring on it. They want you to put a ring on it. Okay? So it says higher commitment, eternity, partnership and union, completion. Okay? They ready to take it all the way. And so that's just crazy to me that you got somebody that instead of just fucking leaving you alone and letting you go on off into the sunset with your person and be fucking happy, they want to drag you back into the shit and make you just be, miserable with them. Look, Cancer, you got the big break too. I told you this card is showing up for everybody, almost everybody. It's like the second or third time it's shown up. And so it says a major moment is brewing. This could be the launch, the offer, the shout out that changes everything. So you got multiple beautiful things happening to you in your life that's coming towards you, right? And then you got motherfuckers that's determined to latch themselves onto you, make you feel trapped because you don't want nothing to do with them. They on some get back shit and they don't want, they don't want you to get away, right? So we got confessions showing up here. It says unveiling, coming clean, messages. Sorry about that. I don't know what is going on with this internet. If it goes down again, just stay here and I'm just gonna switch to my internet because I don't know what's happening with that today. It's just been acting up lately. Okay. All right. We were talking about confessions, right? Unveiling, coming clean messages. Like I said, it's going to be the new and the old person, both coming towards you, right? To give you these messages, right? Y'all can hear me, right? Can somebody let me know if you can hear me? Okay, thank you, Kevin, because I just need to know if y'all can hear me, and because I don't want to be just reading and ain't nobody listening. Okay, so to clarify, we have biological clock showing up here. This came up again in another sign, and it's coming up here, and it is talking about, for those of you that want to have a family, either you want to have children, or you want to get someone pregnant. Either side, either way, right? This is spirit telling you it's not too late for you to have what it is you want. Okay, it may seem alarming that it's taking time for this person to show up. Okay, but there's certain things, like I told you, that you signed up on the other side to come here to do, and those things have to get done. Okay, and you have there's certain preparation that has to be to happen on both sides, with your person and with you, in order for the two of you to be able to come together. Because like I said, you deserve to have a relationship, Cancer and collective, that is exactly what you want, but sometimes it's going to happen, it's not going to happen in the time that you're wanting it to. Okay, so we got love lessons showing up here. It says, don't let a history of failed relationships get you down. Gather the lessons and ditch the baggage. Again, learn the lessons that you need to learn from these old relationships and let that old shit go. Okay, stop hanging on to some of this shit, because that's what I keep telling y'all, that's what these old people want. They want you to hang on to this shit and hold yourself back, because that's what they doing, right? They think everybody's supposed to move the way they move, right? You know how some people in relationships, like for instance, some men, this ain't all men, some men, when women leave them, right, they say, oh, there must be somebody else, right? They left because for some men, that's how it's not everybody, because I'm not generalizing on everybody, I'm just talking about a certain subset. So they'll say, oh, this person, she left me, she must be with somebody else, because for some men, that's how they move on, right? So it's having that mindset and thinking. We all like to think that other people think the way we do, but you can see specifically in this collective that the old people we were dealing with and the new ones that are coming, everybody thinks differently. Nobody thinks the same way, thank God, right? Because these old people, the way they think and stuff like that, I'm just like, how did you make it? How many ever years you've been on this damn earth? I don't understand. Okay, so we got afraid to leave showing up here, and we also have battle of egos. I feel like this is talking about this old person. Okay, if you want me to read you, snooze Lord, hold on one second, Cancer. If you want me to read you, it has to be it's $50, and the information on how to pay it is Cash App or PayPal, and you just go in the link search should be in the description box below. Okay, all right. So we're afraid, and I'll read you at the end of this when I get through with all the signs. Okay, so this old person is afraid to leave. Okay, they don't know what the hell they're gonna do, but they're gonna be forced to at some point, unless they just gonna stand around. But I told you, it is. For a lot of you, it is this person's karma, which I think that's why I say you need to leave divine beings alone, right? Talking about us, because for some of y'all, this person's karma is to watch you elevate and move on without them for the rest of their lives, right? They're going to be in relationships with other people, or in situationships, let's say that, with other people, still thinking about you, Cancer, still thinking about the collective, okay? So this person's coming back in. I feel like with this last ditch effort, trying to fuck your shit up, trying to break your shit down, right? Trying to see if they can bring you back into the circus that is their life, and continue to emotionally manipulate you. But a lot of y'all done leveled up. You done worked on yourself, and you like, oh, hell no, we're not doing this, right? And so, like I said, I think that is a beautiful thing, how far everybody in this collective has come, because I know it wasn't easy, right? So Backstab. See, they ready to come in and look smiling in your face all the time. They want to take your place. The backstabbers, these motherfuckers, I'm telling you, they trying to do anything, okay? But they not going to succeed because it's your dharma, your good karma to finally have a love where somebody truly cares for you, okay? And that's why I know this old person don't love you, because somebody that truly loves you, really loves you, Cancer and Collective, will never put you in a situation where they would rather see you with somebody else than to see, even to be with them and still be unhappy. Okay. All right. So then we got bluff showing up here, right? It says pretending, mask, exaggeration. Is this motherfucker coming back? They can't be themselves. This person, that mask, trying to look at themselves, trying to look at who the hell they truly are. Like I said, I bet it's a scary thing, because who knows how long it's been since they took that damn mask off, okay? We have safe space here. This new person is going to provide, you're going to provide each other with a safe space. It says you found someone who listens without judgment, holds space for your truth, and makes your heart exhale. Remember I just said, you're going to go into the connection and exhale. Look, the Spirit is clarifying, okay? But Spirit is also telling you, don't rush. You need this time, Cancer. This time is so very important. It doesn't seem like it. It seems like, you know how little kids, when they be all, they bored and they like, it's like, you like, I don't want to, like, where's my person? But this time is very important for you to be good, right? Hey, Colleen, how you doing? So look, this old person is hanging on, Cancer, with a fucking death grip. They do not want to let you move on or go anywhere, okay? And they're gonna come in trying to create all types of fucking chaos, right? Because they scared to let you go, because them feelings them feelings is fucking them up. The way they feel for you is messing their heads up. But like I said, they made the bed, so they gotta lie in it. Okay. All right. Let's get this message from Spirit, and we're going to get some messages from your person, okay? Okay, we have obstacles showing up here. I think Aries got this. I think it was Aries. It says obstacles are now falling away easily. The angels remind you that you're a highly capable person, and there's nothing that you can't overcome and achieve when you set your mind to it. The obstacles that you have faced are lessons which have taught you about your own strength and resilience. I tell you all this all the time. You wouldn't know how strong you were if you didn't go through the shit you go through, okay? It sounds crazy and stuff when you're going through it, but when you look back on it, you should be proud of yourselves for the things that you've gone through. Because I told y'all, I know some of y'all talk to other people and they talk about the shit they going through, and you be like, man, that shit ain't nothing. I know you probably don't say it to their face, but I'm sure to yourself, you like, that's nothing. You upset about that? What, let me tell you about this. You know what I'm saying? Not that it's a competition, but it's the fact that, you realizing this collective you in, I keep telling you, you ascended master, you are a divine counterpart, you are a divine being. And so you don't live the quote unquote normal life. You don't go through the normal stuff. That's why your rewards are off the chain. They're off the hook. They're higher level rewards, like true love, right? True love, something that a lot of people on this earth will never experience, okay? I'm good, Colleen. Thank you for asking. So we got Jaded showing up here. It says, I'm not at a place in my life where I can provide love to a partner because I'm still stuck in the past, okay? So this person still got a little work to do. They got some work to do, okay? But it's being clarified by Cupid's arrow. When this person is ready, Spirit is telling you to have faith. Love is coming, surprise invitation, struck by love. Let me tell you this, when you see stuff like this, don't get disheartened, because some of y'all were at this place, right? It's point in time at one point or another, right? So you have to just realize everybody got to learn what they got to learn, and you deserve to have somebody that's going to come into your life and show up the right way, okay? Hey, Red Feather, how you doing? You got to have somebody, you got to understand that. You deserve to have all the amazing things you've ever wanted to have when it comes to love, okay? All right. That song is still playing in my head. The Backstabbers. That's right here. Backstabbers. Okay, it says you are like an angel that came into my life to heal and nurture me. That's what your person is telling you, okay? Oh, you welcome, dear Aries. You welcome. Oh, thank you. I'm glad. You look. I'm glad you were touched by the reading. I'm glad that it helped you and you enjoyed it. Okay. Okay, you got two cards, Cancer. You special. Okay. Oh, look at that. Look, Cancer. Oh, this is my motherfucking reading. I'm claiming this motherfucker. Okay. True love and soulmate. Look at this, Cancer. That's why I tell you, just hang on. Do what you got to do. Take this time to love on yourself and put yourself first because your person is coming. True love and soulmate. Okay? I think maybe one other time has this combination ever came out. And I use these cards all the time. So it says true love. This is the romance of a lifetime. And then it says soulmate. It says, yes, this is your soulmate. So like I said, this going to be some shit that's going to be out the chain. Like I said, you going to have some motherfuckers going to be mad at your ass, Cancer. Because you going to be all happy, walking on fucking sunshine. They're going to be like, what the hell is wrong with Cancer? Why is Cancer so damn happy? Okay? Look at this shit. Look at this. Oh my God. I love that. Okay, Cancer, that was your message. Don't forget to like the video, hype the video, like, share, and subscribe. If you'd like to book a personal reading, there is a link in the description box below. Please have a good day, good rest of your week, and I'm going to see you tomorrow if y'all going to be here tomorrow for your other signs, okay? All right, if you want to hang out with us, please do so. If not, thank you for being here for the time that you were, okay? Love y'all, my little crabs, my crab legs. Okay. All right. Now we are moving on to my big cats, my Leos. You're welcome, Kevin. Thank you. Okay. Let's get this together. Hold on one second, Leo. I'll be there in just a second. You said you've had the readings and the same two cards keep coming up, true love and soulmate. You say it's happened at least 3 times. Okay. Look, when they repeat like that, Colleen, it definitely is your message. Cause spirit will do that. They'll do that. They do that to me sometimes. They'll have the same card fall, and they're trying to tell you. They're trying to tell you it's your message. It's definitely your message. Okay, give me 1 second, Leo, and I'll be right there. So you got your secret admirer coming. And then look at the bottom of the deck. I didn't show them that. They got worth waiting for at the bottom of the deck. Those are like the strongest cards in this deck. Cancer been getting all the good readings. Okay. You say you're a Leo Cancer cusp? Okay. Okay. One more and then we'll be ready. Okay, some of y'all Leo, we having the same conversations. You got to walk away from somebody. I don't know who it is. Because look, if you want this new love, this real love, this family, because I hear Mary J. Blige in my head, real love, I'm searching for real love. So if you searching for the real love, somebody to set your heart free, you going to have to set them motherfuckers free from that you need to walk away from. That's what Spirit is telling you, okay? All right, here we go. Okay, this is for Leo spirit. What is happening? What does Leo need to know for June 2026, their monthly reading? Okay, you have toaster, okay? It says sudden, rise, spring. It says something fun is about to pop. Let this joy light up your day. So you got some of y'all, your person about to pop up in your life. I feel like this is what this is talking about, okay? Let's clarify and see why this is showing up. I'm going to use these other cards. I'm going to use something different. I'm going to do something different for my big cats. Okay. All right, toaster. Okay, so you have faith, okay? It says trust and believe that love is here to stay this time around. Don't let fear or doubt intervene. Trust the divine, okay? Okay. Okay, so we've got harvest. It says you planted the seed that the universe gave you. Due to your patience and growth, Leo, you are now able to enjoy the fruits of your labor. So, you know, there have been a lot of you in this collective, in the Leo zodiac sign that have done a lot of work. And so you're about to reap what you've sown, okay? That's what Spirit is wanting you to know. All right, let's get your oracle cards here. Not oracle cards, but your, we're going to clarify again. Let me say that. Okay. Okay, here we go. So overall energy, Leo, is pride. Okay, so it says arrogance, ego, stubborn. I feel like this is talking about the old person, right? Because I hear it. I want that old thing back, right? This person, I feel like the new and the old person are fantasizing about you. Okay, they dream about you. Okay, they imagine what it's going to be like, you know, to be with you, or this new old person, what it's going to be back like for them to be back with you. But I know a lot of y'all like, hell no, you ain't coming back. And they fantasize about you, okay? All right, this old person, they're at their breaking point because they don't know how to deal, because you've left them alone and you don't want to fuck with them no more. It says limit, final straw, overwhelmed, okay? They feel fucking hopeless. Look at the card. It says sinking, despair, falling apart. I'm telling you, the best thing you could have fucking did, Leo, was to leave this motherfucker alone. That's how you get people that are like this. That's how you give them the what for, okay? Because it's not a thing of you trying to shove it to them or stick it to them, but because I feel like the majority of you left because you had to get out, you had to save yourself, which is what you were supposed to do. But I feel like, you know, this is one of the best ways. I know Spirit gonna get them too, but this is a thing where they needed to feel this absence. They needed to get a taste of what they were doing to you, okay? So we got foundation showing up here. It says established, family, security. This is what you're headed towards, right? Whether you're going to create a new family by combining families, okay? Or have new kids, or both, okay? This has been a long journey, a long time coming for a lot of you with the exhaustion card, but you got this old person coming back wanting to apologize. For some of you, don't take the message if it's not yours. Some of you had an issue with the soulmate, and this person is coming back wanting forgiveness, okay, and wanting to apologize to you. Like I said, one of the apologies is going to be real, and the other one's going to be some bullshit. You know that. Okay, let's clarify. Okay, we have breaking up. I hear breaking. Every time I touch this card, back in the day. Breaking up is hard to do. That's right here. So it says, whether it's official or emotional, a break has happened. What once held you together can no longer hold your growth. So that's this old person. They pissed, okay? They butt hurt because you don't want their asses no more. They sitting around typing out texts but not sending them, right? But you looking at your person, right? You looking off in the distance at your person, you and your person coming together. It says dream team. You don't compete, you combine, and together you're a force to be reckoned with, right? So like I told you, don't think this big energy right here. Don't think that other person can't feel this shit, okay? Because you stepping into some beautiful stuff that's about to happen to you, Leo. Okay? Yeah, see, it's about putting an end to these karmic relationships because your person, your soulmate has been in karmic relationships too. It says resentments and triggers, perception, intensity and letting go, turmoil, and fleeting. Because like these types of connections are fleeting because the person is just there to teach you a lesson, okay? Then we have hammer showing up. It says sabotaging and rebuilding, persisting. So it's like you got beat down, this person tries to chip away at you. You may have felt like you were down for the count, but I feel like, you rallied, you got up and you're working on it, right? You're repairing yourself. Okay, so the first card that fell, it says return. So it says second chance, opportunity, making amends, all right? Let's see. Yeah, look, old person is coming out first. Hey, Gray. How you doing? Great. No Aqua today. Aqua gonna be tomorrow because I gotta get out. This is the monthly readings for y'all, so it's gonna be tomorrow. Okay, but thank you for coming by. Or if you want to listen to this, hey Lisa, we got painful past here. So this person, like I said, this person been dealing with all kinds of shit. They don't want to make amends. They don't want to fix their shit. They just don't care. They just want to create a problem for you. Okay. They want what they want because they want it, and you just supposed to deal with it, right? Then we got secret affair, okay? This is the new person. When they come into your life, you and this person, I feel like, are going to come together and just move away from everybody else and build your relationship together. For, everybody else, it is also talking about the old person, right? That the old person wants to put you in some secret affair because they still got they other person and they don't want the other person to know that they out here in these streets, right? Okay, I think that is so crazy that you want to play with people like that. That's how people get unalived. Let me say that. Okay, we got Cupid's arrow showing up here. So again, look, have faith, can't make it up. Look, showing up twice. Have faith, right? It says love is coming, surprise invitation, struck by love. So it's, for a lot of you, this is going to take you by surprise, okay? Okay. Making sure I gave you all your cards. Okay, then we have perspective, right? So this is saying better off, happiness, clear headspace. You're better off without this old person, right? You realize what you bring to the table. You realize this person was a waste of time. And I feel like you've learned from that situation and you're moving on, right? But this old person is afraid to leave, is what Spirit is saying, right? They got these feelings for you now and they don't know what to do with it. Like I said, everything that they did to you is now being done to them, right? But you ain't worried about it because you doing the work, is what Spirit is saying. And you got this new person coming, right? It says someone new. It says someone unexpected could soon shift your perspective on love. You're not done discovering what your heart is capable of, okay? So like I told you, you got big things coming your way, and then this person here is still trying to hang on, still trying to hold on for dear life. Okay, because you going through an ascension. I feel like your person is as well. You learning a lot from this situation. You're expanding your world. It's talking about, preparing for union and stepping into a new phase, into that new timeline we talk about all the time. Okay, and then you being spied on by the new and the old person. So it says social network, information, different ways. So like different, if you're in similar friend group, if you work together, this person, may come by where you work, or ask, your friends about you, or if they know your family members and stuff like that. It's going to be different for everybody, right? So this was a connection with this old person that was filled with a lot of mixed signals, a lot of hot and cold behavior, right? But I feel like, you either you walked away or you let they asses walk away, and you just done with it. But here they come back, right? Third wheel. It says a side character is trying to write themselves into the main plot, but this is already this story already has a leading duo. So you already going to be in this connection. I feel like for a lot of you, you will have just started with this new person, or y'all will be, you know, riding off into the sunset together when this old person shows back up, right? So look, there they go again, trying to show up. It says, you know, union and duality, you're supposed to complement each other. Oh, come on, Gray, don't be depressed. Don't do that. I see you not Friday, Thursday, tomorrow, Thursday. So we got complement and polar opposites. This person is supposed to compliment you, but you know they don't do that. They don't do nothing but drag you down. This new person is going to be a lot of healthy choices, a lot of self-love and a lot of self-care, being happier and loving life, okay? All right. Here we go. Okay, let's get a message from Spirit, then we get a message from your person. Okay, we have joy showing up here, okay? I hear joy and pain, sunshine and rain. Oh no, I hear that, but it's what I hear. Okay, so it says, when I feel happy, I manifest more reasons to be happy. This angel reminds you that when we choose happy thoughts and set intentions to live joyfully, we are setting ourselves up for success and contentment in all areas of our lives, right? Okay, so this is about finding your joy, whatever way you got to find your joy, and just, you know, blocking out that old person and just letting them do whatever, you know, just letting them do whatever the hell it is that they doing. And like I told you, no, you know, text message only. Don't be talking to them. Don't be talking to them motherfuckers. That's what they want. They want attention. So don't give them what they want. It says mission. Okay, this is your person. It says we share a passion for helping others. We have a mission to fulfill in this world together. So you and this person, I told you, you came to this earth to do that. And I feel like that's what's going to happen once the two of you come together. Okay. Your person says, I remember the first day we met like it was yesterday. Like I've told y'all before, this is going to be somebody that remembers all the you know how they show on TV when the guy, or sometimes the woman that forgets anniversaries and things like that. Nope, this person's going to be like, look, I bought you a gift. It's for the first time we went out on a date, or the first time I looked at you, the first time we kissed each other. You know, it's going to be that type of person. Okay. All right. All right, let's get this oracle card to close it out. Okay, we have you deserve love. Okay, it says you are lovable. Okay, then we have passion showing up. It says allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. Then bottom of the deck, it says this could be the one. It says you've already met the romantic partner you seek. So a lot of y'all, you're this person in your face and you don't even realize it. I think that is so funny and nerve-wracking at the same time, because you like, who is it? Who is it? Who is it? I don't know, but they know who you are, is what Spirit is saying. Okay. All right, Leo, that was your message. Don't forget to like the video, hype the video, like, share, and subscribe. If you'd like to book a personal reading, there is a link in the description box below. If you want me to read you at the end of this, there's a link for that in the description box below. If you want to hang out with us while we do Virgo, you're perfectly welcome to do so. If not, thank you for being here for the time that you were. I love y'all, my big cats. Okay, we're moving on. Hey, you welcome, Red Feather. Okay, hold on one second, Virgo. Okay, here we go. Oh, you're welcome, Colleen. Thank you for showing up. I appreciate your support as always. You're welcome, Godfrey. Thank you for being here. Okay, so Virgo, your card is toilet. It says, I don't know, why is it toilet? It says empty, chaos, restart. Flush away life's chaos and embrace healthier interactions. Okay, so it's about you taking out the trash. What you doing in the toilet, you doing it by flushing the toilet. These cards crack me up. Okay, all right. I'm going to do the same thing I did for Leo. And give you this different, I'm going to give you different cards to clarify than I did the other signs. You got one of the same cards that Leo got, okay? It says, have faith. It says, trust and believe that love is here to stay this time around. Don't let fear or doubt interfere. Trust the divine. So don't be afraid to flush that toilet and get rid of that old stuff in there. That's right, Debbie. I see it. You got the toilet bowl. Wait. Who put that up there? I hear you. You got the plunger and the toilet bowl. So we got best part showing up here, Virgo. It says, if life were a movie, being with each other would be the best part. You both bring out the better parts of each other, okay? All right, so this new person is going to come in. Like I said, they're going to change your life. That's what I hear, all right? All right, let's pull I guess it is Oracle cards. Debbie, you are funny. You crack me up. Some of y'all are some characters in a good way. I don't know why I hear that. I hear the Come As You Are song by Nirvana, but I don't hear the As a Friend. I hear, no, I don't have a gun. I don't know why I hear that. No, I don't have a gun. That's the part that's playing in my head over and over again, that one line. Okay. You got some extra cards, Virgo. Okay, so, hey, JM888. How you doing? So we got possibilities showing up here, Virgo. It says free-spirited, adventure, risks, okay? So it is talking about, this new connection is going to bring in a lot of new opportunities, a lot of new possibilities for your life, right? But you're going to have to learn how to set boundaries, Virgo, is what Spirit is saying. Learn how to say no, learn how to draw the line, learn how to know when enough is enough, right? To tell people when you have had enough, because you can't be afraid to, even if it's your person, you cannot be afraid to set these boundaries, because this is it's a part of self-love. I'm tell you just like I told Cancer, okay? We have resistance showing up here as well. It says secret admirer, suppressing, timid. Okay, so this person, they waiting, all right? But it's not easy for them, because this person don't look like they having a good time waiting, okay? But look, there it is again, soulmate. It says deep love, unity, connection. This person is coming toward. Look at these cards, Virgo. It says they're coming towards you with an open heart, receptive, empathetic, vulnerable. And then you got the family card, right? It says fertility, parenthood, pregnancy. All right. Let's clarify. You said working on boundaries. Yeah, I know. Because a lot of this stuff is learned behavior, Debbie. You got to be gentle with yourself, because it was learned behavior, things that you learned before you even knew what the hell a boundary was. You learned to be, too nice and people please and all this types of stuff. And you have to undo the things that were done, right? The stuff that you were taught. That's all it is. Some of y'all, you got codependency you got to deal with as well, because it's coming up in the deck. But you also got this new person, and the two of you are going to have a lot of good adventures, a lot of new adventures with each other, okay? So We have heartbreak showing up here. I feel like this is talking about the old. It just could be talking about both of y'all, both you and the soulmate, talking about what you've been through. You've been through a lot of heartbreak. Okay, and this is talking about closure, like needing to find your own closure. Because like I said, you can't expect somebody to always, you know, give you that. Because sometimes people will leave you and leave you out in the cold and won't give a fuck if you got closure or not. They don't care, right? Because this old person you were dealing with is not the, you know, they don't move in the healthiest ways, right? So I'm saying all of this to say, for a lot of y'all, this person is out on revenge, right? They want to get back because you don't want to deal with their asses anymore. So I feel like for some of y'all, closure from them is going to be the last thing you're going to get, right? They'd rather come back in and mess your shit up again before they give you any type of closure. Because why should you be, you know, why shouldn't you be miserable, right? Because they miserable. That's the way this person is thinking, okay? We got settling showing up here. Both you and this new person were settling in connections. It says you're not content. You're convinced that this is the best you'll ever get. If you knew something better was coming, would you stay, right? That's the question at the end of the day, because you got something new coming, right? The old person's going to come back, and then you got something new coming too. So you're going to be faced with this question when you have to make the choice. But I feel like a lot of you know what the right answer is, right? This old person is freaking the fuck out because you know, the feelings have faded. You don't want nothing to do with their asses no more. You know, you took away their supply. They can't leech off of you anymore and do all the fucked up shit they were doing. And so, you know, like I said, they still gonna come back because they want to win. They want to try to win. Look, they all through this reading, all through it. But you're ascending, okay? You getting away from this motherfucker, okay? It says learning and expansion, transcending, preparing for union. You stepping into a new phase. Like I told Leo, a new timeline as well, okay? All right. It might, Debbie, the new person might come first. Look, on the bottom of the deck here, secret admirer. They might come first, okay? But the old one's still gonna come, though. Because you got to learn, right? You got to learn from all these goddamn mixed signals they gave you, right? Are they into you? Sometimes yes, sometimes no. Sometimes even they don't know, right? So you have to learn from, you know, you got to show spirit that you've learned the lesson, okay? So we got confessions showing up here. I hear Usher, these are my confessions. So this talking about the old person, if that is coming up in my head. I'm not saying the new person is not going to come and confess how they feel about you too. But the fact that I heard that Usher song, because the rest of that song talks about the chick on the side and one on the way. Talk about that got one on the way, got a child on the way. So some of y'all were in that situation, right? Where you were treated like a side piece, or you were the person that this old person was supposed to be with, and they had somebody on the side that had they got pregnant or got them pregnant, whatever way you want to take it. You know, you got to make it fit, okay? All right, so you said you had the JM888. You had to do work on self-love, self-worth, boundaries, and people-pleasing, codependency. Yeah, we all have had to some extent, because, like I said, like I was just telling Debbie, that's learned behavior, you know? And like I told you, it's things you pick up when you're a kid, but once you become an adult, if you want your life to be better, you have to put yourself first and get rid of that shit. Because if you don't, you're going to be doing the same things over and over again until you leave this earth, okay? So to clarify, we have love lessons showing up here. Spirit is telling you, don't let what happened in the past stop you from moving forward and stop you from believing that you can't have a good relationship. This old person is gossiping, talking all kinds of shit, being who they are, okay? That's why I tell people, when we get mad at these old people, you really have to start to look at it a different way. And what I mean by that, not that they don't deserve your anger, but it's like, what do they say? It's like you get mad, like for instance, if you got a dog and the dog makes a mistake and they pee on the carpet or they pee in the house, and you get mad at the dog, you know how people would say, why you get mad at a dog for being a dog? I feel like it's the same thing with this person. You gotta stop getting mad at this person. This is just who they are. You have to recognize that. And I understand a lot of y'all are like, you know, why are you doing this? Why do they? I keep telling you, these people are unhinged. They're going through mental illness, all these types of things. And this is just how they show up. It's not an excuse, not making no excuses for them. Not saying that anything they did was right. But what I am saying is that you just got to recognize that this person is who they are. They show up the way that they show up, and you got to move on, okay? Because we got chasing potential here, right? So it says there's a difference between growing together and waiting for someone to catch up. Be honest about which one you're doing. So I feel like this is talking about past behavior, right? That you saw this person's potential, what they could be, right? Not the way they were showing up, or they may have portrayed themselves as somebody, that was different, completely different. Because that's what I feel like it was. Because I know the majority of y'all, if that person had come in the way that they were in the end, you'd have been like, motherfucker, get out of here. So they wait until you got feelings for them. And then when you got the feelings for them, that's when they rip the mask off. So that's why I said, that's like crazy. The fact that you got to manipulate somebody, that lets me know right there you ain't showing up the right way. You're not moving the right way at all. Okay, so we got karma showing up here. It says consequences, cause and effect, debts. Okay, so you and this person, both of y'all, it says someone new, and both of you, this is about you learning what true love, what healthy love is like. And this is your karma, your good karma for what has happened, okay? With these old dusties and crusties that you were dealing with. These, I'm calling toilet bowls that you got to flush, right? Well, whatever's in the toilet bowl. Let me say that. Whatever's in the toilet bowl that you got to flush. Because a lot of y'all were in situations where you were faking it, right? Because I know that had to be like fucking, look, there you go, shocking. I was about to say, it had to be shocking to get into something with somebody. And then when you see who they really are, you like, who in the hell is this person? And how the fuck did I miss this? Like, how did I miss all this, right? And then comes the shame and the humiliation, because you like, and I'm not laughing at y'all being like that. I'm just laughing at how fucked up some people show up and how they can hide it so damn well, and then all of a sudden be like, no, this is who I really am. And it's like, for real. And then you feel humiliated, you feel ashamed that you were even with somebody like this. That's why I'm telling y'all, be gentle with yourself, okay? All you were trying to do is get your needs met, Virgo. You were trying to be loved. All of y'all in this collective, you were trying your best to be loved. You were not trying to hurt anybody or step on any toes or do anything like that. This motherfucker's intention was to fuck your shit up, okay? So don't be feeling no type of way. Sometimes people sneak up on you like that. Like I said, you got to just take it as the lesson that it is, right? And that's right. Rise above, JMAAA, and know that you be like, look, because you know what I say? I'd be like, you got my ass this time, but you'll fucking never get me again. You'll never get me again, okay? That's what I say. Because I'm like, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck how you try to come in. I don't give a fuck what you try to do to shock me or whatever. That's why I said text message only. Be like, you want to see me? Dial 911. I'll be at the police station waiting on you. You can say whatever you got to say in front of the damn cops. And I mean that. Because these people, if they'll do the shit they did to you, then what won't they do? That's the question, okay? So you got this new person coming in. Like I said, this person is your Band-Aid. They're gonna make you feel better. You're gonna be able. I feel like this person is gonna make you be able to give the grace to this other person, because you're not gonna care about that bullshit no more. When you get ingratiated with this person and you seeing them on a regular basis and you dealing with them, I don't feel like you are going to be in that same energy that you're in now, because this person is you said turds. yeah, with the old person, the turd. That's right, the clown, the trash box, right? So this person is gonna help you, and I feel like you're gonna do that for them too when it comes to the motherfuckers they dealt with in the past as well, okay? Because it sucks to go through that stuff, even though you try to look at it the right way, you try to be positive about the situation, you living and you learning. Sometimes you feel bitter about that shit, like this motherfucker here. So trust me, I get it. Okay, then we got look at this shit, Virgo. Look at your shit. It's like going viral. It says visibility is off the charts, okay? And the energy is contagious. This moment has reach, reactions, and recognition, okay? So you got a lot of beautiful things coming your way with the going viral card, this new love you got coming into your life. And like I told you, this old motherfucker, they want the old thing back. They want to fuck your shit up. And then look at the last two cards. You said they just let everybody be out in the community unhealed and unsupervised. Girl, I know, right? So we got loyalty and perspective here, right? So it says trusting, reliability, believing. I love this card. This card to me is so cute. Your person may be somebody that brings you flowers, or they may want you to bring them flowers, guys, okay? Then with perspective, you're going to be better off. That's what Spirit is saying. All of it, you're going to realize why you went through what you went through, right? Because you're going to finally step into happiness and finally have a clear headspace, somebody that's going to give you peace. You and this person are going to have a wonderful time, a beautiful time together, just hanging out, just being in the same room with each other, breathing the same air is going to be fun, right? That's when you know you really got something with somebody, if you can just do nothing with them and have a good time, right? Okay, so we got bad timing, and we have once a cheater, right? So the once a cheater card is talking about this old person coming back in, because that's all they want to do is the same old shit they fucking was doing in the past. No growth, no getting better, nothing like that. And what's so funny is they think that's the shit, that they not doing nothing to work on themselves. And I'm just like, really? Okay, so we got bad timing. This is talking about your person. Spirit is just telling you they're not punishing you. They're trying to prepare you and this person because you have a future vision that you're going to be working towards, okay? All right. Yeah, and see this old person, you're burning bridges with them, and like I said, they're going to continue to be canceled, right? You said, look at the bystanders on the new person. That's all I mean. It's an old deck that I used to use all the time, JOAAA, and I love that. The dude is all cut up, he tatted up, and I'm like, yes, let's look at that card again. Yes. Okay, so I'm going to say, look, your peoples, okay, male or female, they be in the gym working out. That's all I can say. Got all them people on the damn card that be coming up, be buff as I don't know what. Okay, let's get this these other cards. I forgot to do this for Leo. I owe them these extra cards next time I read for them. Okay, so we got addiction showing up here. It says you are either obsessed with someone or struggling with addiction. Get help. Okay, if you have anything, like I told you, don't have to be illicit drugs. Can be food. It can be, like I said, emotional eating. It can be, going to the damn gym too much, watching too much TV, whatever you do, spending too much money. It could be anything. That's what this is about. Hey, Christy, how you doing? Okay, so it's, I hear you, girl. Fist bump. So then we got age issues. It says you feel too old, Virgo, or too young to date or have issues with your partner's age. Okay. You just better get used to this word cougar. Okay? Those of you that are the older female in the connection, just get used to it. Don't nobody care. Anybody that's going to call you some shit like that, they fucking jealous because they wish they had the young buck that you finna be riding. That's the shit you need to tell them. You wish you had this young penis that I'm about to get on. I gotta be, look, I don't mean to be, look, I gotta be crass because that's you gotta let them know. You tell them that, you gonna shut them down. Shut them down, okay? Then we got excuses. It says you have so many reasons that it never works out. Find reasons that it can work, okay? This is about being positive and knowing, like I said, what you bring to the table and knowing that all the ways you tried in the past, you're gonna take that same effort into this connection with this new person, but the beautiful thing about it is you're gonna get the same thing back, okay? That you're gonna get just as good as you give in this new connection, okay? But like I said, don't let them people tell you that stuff. I'm like, I don't give a fuck. You can have a problem with it all you want. I don't care, okay? I don't care, because this is my life. I'm gonna live my life. I'm living it for me. I'm not living it for nobody else. Let me see. Is there anything else Spirit wants to tell you? See, the runner is coming back. The runner is coming back. Fear of intimacy, running away, intensity and letting go, turmoil and fleeting. Like I told you, you have changed roles. This person is now the chaser and you are the runner, right? Okay, let's get some messages from your person. Let's see what they want to tell you. Okay, we have heartbreak here. It says, I'm not ready for you yet because I'm still in the process of healing from my last relationship. So they telling you what it is. You gotta get this person time. Cause look, you gonna want all of them, right? You ain't gonna want part. You don't want them to be like, oh well, I'm still no rebound. We don't do rebounds, right? You deserve to have 100% of somebody because you give 100% of yourself. All right. Then we have the one. It says, I'm the person who can understand you in a way that no one else can, Virgo. Okay? That's why I say this person is worth waiting for, because they ain't coming with the bullshit and the garbage that these old motherfuckers you dealt with were showing up with. Okay? Okay, we have, even though we are so different, I feel so connected to you. Okay? Then we have, your honesty and vulnerability scares me and allures me at the same time. You heard what I said? That's right. That's right. Don't nobody care. I don't care. Cause like I said, you wish. You just wish you had it. That's all it is. That's right. That's right. If you still mess with somebody else, like I told you about codependency, look, it's showing up. I feel like that's what this is. That's what this is talking about. For a lot of you, it's codependency, addiction to people, the people pleasing, putting other people's feelings before yours. Because I'm telling you, when you come into this connection with this new person, you're not supposed to do that. You're supposed to be like, I'm here and I'm taking care of me and my emotions. I'm wanting your support, the support that you're able to give, but I'm taking care of me first and foremost. Because I told you, the minute you come into a connection with somebody and you take your eyes off of yourself and start to make them the center of the connection, that's when all your shit's gonna go downhill. That is why this time apart is so important, for you to get these issues under control. Like I said, this was taught behavior. These were things that you learned from other people, right? And it's about you understanding that, not being ashamed of it, because like I said, you didn't go and teach yourself that. You didn't decide to show up that way. It's just the environment you grew up in, right? So it's up to you. You doing the work, I feel like, to get through it. Then we have forgiving and learning. It says, as you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. Okay? All right. Virgo, that was your message. Don't forget to like the video, hype the video, like, share, and subscribe. If you'd like to book a personal reading, there is a link in the description box below. If none of y'all want me to read you now, I'm about to go. I will see you tomorrow to finish up Libra through, what is it? Are we going all the way to Pisces? Libra to Pisces. I did it in order this week. But I enjoyed y'all. Thank you. Welcome, Debbie. All of y'all. Love y'all. Love y'all, Virgo. Hang in there. Don't let them people take you down. Stop letting people tell you all kinds of crazy shit and tell you, what you deserving of, what you ain't deserving of. You've been through a lot of shit, and the things that are coming your way, you deserve every bit of it, okay? I love y'all. Y'all have a good rest of your day, and I will see you tomorrow, okay? All right. Bye-bye.